Welcome to the powerful Komiksman podcast.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo, 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 woo! All right.
Yeah.
It's a late night podcast tonight. It's a JAMCAST episode, ladies and gentlemen, and that means we have a musical guest, an entire band of it. And ayun muna, that before we go on, let's get a few things out of the way first. Okay, so if you're watching, please share, like this live stream, follow the page for more podcast, Pinoy podcast content. Pinoy podcasting is on the rise. Kaliwat kanan nagsusuputan mga podcasts. So don't be a bandwagoner later on. 'Di ba? Mag-start na kayo.
Maging hipster kayo.
Oo, 'di ba?
Unahan nyo na.
Unahan nyo na kasi pag naging sikat yung podcast, para kayong naging fan lang ng GSW after naging champion sila, 'di ba?
Oo, ganun yan dito.
Ganun mangyayari diyan eh. So maganda. Podcasting basically is just a radio show, pero right now we have live streaming technology available for basically everyone, 'di ba, who can
Yeah.
afford it.
Hell yeah.
So power to the people. Now we're broadcasting right here in my room na ginawa akong nilagyan.
Solid room, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. So and a few more things. This show is co-produced by Paradigm Shift Productions. So this group that will be featuring tonight is ano yun, staple, basta regulars,
Yeah.
regular.
Mga suki.
Oh, yun. So regular sila sa Paradigm Shift Productions with Nigel and Gab and the rest of the team. And madami-dami na kayong gigs sa Paradigm, no?
Oh, almost every month may
Yep.
mga gigs kami sa Upper House sa
Upper
BGC,
House. Yeah.
sa brewery at the Palace.
Oh, and check out Paradigm Shift Productions Facebook page. Basta may mga listings 'yon ng mga gigs, quality gigs and quality venues.
And quality music.
Yeah, especially. And if you're an artist, check it out. Walk in dun sa kasi may mga open mics eh. Show us what you got. Alam mo, walang mangyayari kung patumpik-tumpik ka lang diyan at mga ngarap. Pumunta ka sa mga gigs, magpakilala ka. Present your music and see where it's gonna take you. So, yun, mag-open mic kayo. And what else? Follow Paradigm Shift Productions on Facebook and basically everywhere. In YouTube and also wala yatang YouTube.
Wala pa atang
Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram.
Probably Twitter too.
Yeah.
And also this show is brought to you by Miucha Lux Cakes. Wala lang kaming cakes ngayon pero we have truffles.
Super sarap. Promise.
Ay, pwede mong yung effects, di ba? No, yung echo, di ba?
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
para, sige. Anyway, so Miucha Lux Cakes, go to @hello.miucha on Instagram. Inaayos na namin yung Facebook page namin. So super lupet. Maybe we can talk about it later in the show. Okay, what else? And if you are interested in doing something like this, etong ginagamit kong program is available. You can download it. There's a download link in the descriptions of the stream, and yan, the sorcery behind this this live stream. Makapangyarihang XSplit. Like I said, kaliwat kanan ng mga podcast. And alam mo yun, kasi dati pinapangarap ko lang talaga to. Naiinggit lang talaga ako kay Joe Rogan.
Oh.
'Di ba? Naiinggit lang talaga.
Oh,
Sa Joe
Yeah.
Rogan to, 'di ba? Tapos ngayon, ngayon, ito.
Ito na.
Feeling Joe Rogan.
The dream has come true.
All right.
Oh.
Okay, so Franco Lirio, what's up, man? Share mo yung video. But for now, without further ado. Swallowed by the whale. Wait, teka. Wala. Yun!
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Swallowed by the whale. Lapit ka kaya kayo dito? Ay, sa bagay, no?
Medyo nakapako na kami dito. Teka lang. Sige, game lang.
Ay, di pa. Eto, teka. Sayang. Lapit natin kaya itong isang... This is the microphone for you, supposedly.
Yeah.
And anyway, so... is the audio working, right? You can also comment. As you can see, meron kaming yung mga comments show up on screen like that. And as always, join the conversation. Okay, so swallowed by the whale, man. So first question, probably always the perennial first question for you guys. Why swallowed by the whale?
Well, yung Swallowed by the Whale, nag-umpisa lang siya talaga as a project group ko actually. Tapos, lapit ako. Nag-umpisa siya talaga as like a project group ko. Parang nag-assume lang ako ng name. Tapos, the reason kung bakit Swallowed by the Whale siya is pangalan ko kasi Jonah.
Si Jonah.
Yeah,
Sabi ko na nga ba eh.
Yeah. Sino ba yung na-swallow ng whale, diba?
Oo nga eh, diba?
So, yeah. So if you don't know, now you know.
Is it kumbaga may halong biblical ano ba yan na
nagkataon lang na biblical yung nag-biblical yung nanggal. Sa Bible nanggaling yung kanta, pero we don't in any way naman consider ourselves a church group or a Christian band.
Alright.
Yeah, so wag na tayong let's set that record straight.
Okay. Okay, kala ko parang baka pwedeng pwedeng yun nga. Christian.
Walang
may Christian elements.
walang evangelization na mangyayari dito in this
okay.
case. Yes.
Okay, so
pero we respect Christians.
Of course. Okay, thank you for everybody who's watching. Amanda John Florentino.
That's my sister. What's up?
What's up, girl?
Ipakita mo ang pagmamahal kay Andrew sa pamagitan ng pag-share. And so how did you guys get together?
Oh my God, that is a story.
Alright.
Okay, kasi, actually, sa totoo lang, before this band, this group happened, hindi kami talaga magkakakilala. Well, magkakakilala sila. Pero, there was a time, kailan ba to? This was 2016, no? 2016 na to, pare. But anyway,
2017 pa. 2017 na.
2016 pare, I swear to God, 2016.
2016, late
Yeah.
2016 eh.
Yeah. So what happened was way back in 2016, grabe 4 years na tayo. Well, way back in 2016, I was at an open mic sa may Capitolio. If you guys know where Ace Water Spa is.
Open mic sa East Hard.
Okay.
Nakita kami sa Ace.
Nagsuntukan ba kayo?
Nagsuntukan kami sa Ace Hardware, tapos naging friends kami.
Open mic naman talaga dun
Oo.
okay.
Okay. Yung kwento kasi doon, so parang at the time kasi I was just playing acoustic. So I was playing at some random bar there. Tapos yun, so I played my set, then I was done. Tapos paglabas ko ng bar, nakita ko na yung may mga kasama akong friends doon. Nakita ko may isang random guy na kinakausap yung friend ko na tumugtog din nung araw na.
Sino friend to?
Pangalan niya si Crystalline. Shout out to Crystalline and World Extravaganza. The OG prod houses. One of the OG productions. Ayun. Nasa Nasa States na siya ngayon eh. Okay. Tapos, yun. Tapos, syempre lumapit ako sa kanila. Kinausap ko yung random guy na to. Sabi ng guy na yun, very pale skin guy. Pangalan niya si...
Ricky.
Pangalan niya si Ricky. Oh my God.
Ricky.
Yun. So, sabi niya, Ricky. Shout out to Ricky Montoy. So, I go to him, tapos sabi niya, "Hey, dude, you sound pretty good." And I'm like, "Oh, thank you." Tapos, syempre, chumika na kami. Thinking na, chumika lang siya kasi iniwan niya yung mga friends niya para panoorin kami. Tapos, panoorin ako. So, thinking mga 5 minutes, chika lang kami, tapos babalik na siya. 2 hours later, hindi pa kami naghihiwalay. Tapos sinama na niya yung sinama na niya yung isa niyang friend na tumambay. Tapos eventually, in the middle of that long and enjoyable night, sabi niya, "Dude, good job, dude. You sound really good. You should form a band." Tapos sabi ko, "Actually, I'm looking for band members right now." "Ah, talaga? I have a friend who's a bassist who's looking for a band din. Teka, tawagan ko. Taga Kapitolyo lang."
Oh.
So, yun. Tinawagan niya. So, si Migs yun.
Alright.
Si Migs yun. Tinawagan niya. Hindi siya nakapunta that day. Pero the next week, I had another open mic. I was performing at an open mic. So, invite ko sila, si Ricky tsaka si Migs. So, at since ako yung nag-host ng open mic, medyo minanipulate ko yung set, yung parang order para makatugtog ako.
So nagpa-prod ka rin?
At the time, I was associated with yung, di ba nabanggit ko si Crystal, yung friend ko na kinausap ko si Ricky.
Okay.
Tapos, at the time, we were a production, World Extravaganza. Medyo...
Teka, set lang natin to. Sorry.
Sige. Go lang.
Para marinig din sila.
Okay.
Medyo sira yung ano niyan balance niya na lang.
Sige.
Lapit na dito para marinig sina Miko.
Sila Miko. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Ay. Teka lang.
What's up, Iggy?
But,
Kung
okay.
nanonood ka. Kasi nakita ko, nag-stop siya eh.
Yeah.
Uy. Anyway, oo nga no, dapat nilagay ko na yung kanina pa eh.
Yeah.
Gago rin ako eh.
Mix,
Paano huwag naman?
gumingon ka na lang dito pagka sasalita.
Huwag naman.
Oh, ganyan.
Yeah.
Malakas naman to eh.
Okay.
Ang makapangyarihang H5.
Okay, sound check. Rig naman, no?
Oy, teka. Before mo ituloy yung kwento mo, magpakilala pala muna kayo isa-isa.
Ay, okay, so, magandang gabi sa inyo lahat. We are Swallowed by the Whale. I'm Jonah.
Miko.
Andrew, dito kayo tumingin.
Isaac.
Okay. And
Migs.
Yeah.
What's up? Okay, so tuloy natin.
So, yun. So, tumugtog ako dun. So, fast forward to the next week, dun sa open mic na sinasabi ko. Tapos, essentially, nag-perform na ako. Essentially, ang nasa utak ko nun, nag-audition ako sa kanya.
Okay.
Kailangan ma-impress siya. para sumali, para lumuo siya sa pagsali sa banda namin.
Sa bagay, dapat lang.
Oo. So, ayun. So, eventually, mukhang natuwa naman kasi nandito siya. So, at that point, may bassist na yung Swallowed by the Whale. Tapos, after that, tinanong ko sa kanya, "Uy, may kilala ka bang keyboardist?" "Ay, oo, pare, si Andrew. Ayun, may keyboardist na yung Swallowed by the Whale. Tapos, in our first, a week later, in our first rehearsal, so nag-jam kami sa may Studio M sa Makati. Shout out to Studio M. Tapos, yun, tinanong ko sila, "May kilala ba kayong drummer?" "Oh, si Miko, pare, si Miko." And with that, nabuo ang Swallowed by the Whale.
Kailan naman nangyari ang mga pangyayari na ito?
I think mga July 2016, mga ganun.
I think it was November.
Hindi ko naman answer to.
Anyway, nasa Facebook timeline natin lahat yan. Pero,
November
mga-
last year lang,
hindi,
basically.
November 2016. Sobrang tagal na.
2016.
Oo.
Okay.
Oo.
Ayos.
Yeah.
So from November 2016 to until now, ano yung mga progressions ng
Ng aming buhay.
ano mga developments?
Well, marami naman. Siyempre, pag-gig, we had our first gig the December of that year, 2016.
Oh, bilis.
So 121 bar and grill sa 121 bar and grill sa may Pasong Tamo extension. Tapos yun. So parang medyo trial by fire kami. Tapos eventually after
How did it go? How did the first gig go?
Natuwa naman sila. Pero syempre, pa kami. Natuwa lang din naman kami.
Paano okay naman yung first gig na yun?
Yeah. So, yun. Tapos afterwards, mga pasulpot na gig every so often. Mga, siguro, ang current record natin is mga 3 in a month. Or 4, mga ganun. Yeah. Tapos,
pahingin ng gigs.
Yeah, so, pahingin ng gigs. Kung meron mga taga-production dito na nanonood, we are ready. We are here for you.
Oo nga, no?
Ayun. So, ayun. Tapos afterwards, Fast forward to a couple of years later, 2018, naka-release na kami ng first single. Naka-release na kami ng fourth single. Tapos ngayon, as of September 2019, we are in the process of releasing our fourth single.
Wow,
So,
fourth single.
makaka-apat na kami.
Are you on Spotify? Yes, you are.
Yes.
Kinain ko.
yes, we are on Spotify. Just search nyo lang, Swallowed by the Whale. Swallowed by the Whale. You cannot miss it.
Oo nga eh. Ang
Yeah.
bilis nga eh. Ang bilis very unique yung name nyo. Di ba?
Yeah, and very long. And very long.
Alright.
Lagi kami nauubusan ng, di ba?
Pero may recall talaga siya eh.
Talaga?
Oo.
Wow!
Meron man. Oh, teka, mag-cheers muna tayo before we play the first song. We have 24 viewers right now.
Cheers, guys.
Alright.
Swift, baby.
Cheers.
Choose your poison, everybody. Makiinom kayo, kasabay kami. Toma.
Tama.
Kampay.
Enjoy lang tayo, guys. Enjoy lang.
Are we playing the first song?
Yeah. Our first song is actually our first single. This song is about love in outer space. This song is called DSL.
Yes.
There is much confusion when I love. It's a parallel universe. I get caught up in all the possibilities. When the moonbeams settle, I look up. Falling stars wait for me. Try to spend one lifetime wishing and hope, and you'll see. All this time I've been living alone, trying not to play the fool again. Timelines crossed, now I'm dying to find just what your heart is trying to send. 'Cause my heart beats for you. 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 You can find a future in my past, gravity on everything. Oh, you make my world go round and round with your song. Mirror images collapse, opposites annihilate. Spark my energy and you'll be where I belong. All this time I've been living alone, trying not to play the fool again. Timelines crossed, now I'm dying to find just what your heart is trying to send. 'Cause my heart beats for you. 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 A love of pure attraction, a secret hard to find. A love on love reaction, a force to make you mine. My heart is on a mission, there is no turning back. The stars will have the answer. All this time I've been living alone, trying not to play the fool again. Timelines crossed, now I'm dying to find
great sound, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's the best thing about this show is that I get to hear new bands and new music. Kasi I'm the kind of guy who got, for the most part, in the last decades, who got stuck in the 90s. You know, yeah. And parang, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate, especially mga tito na katulad ko. And kumbaga parang parang shit, Wolfgang forever. Well, pero and then
Wolfgang.
oh, di ba? Yan, mga Eraserheads and everybody.
Yeah.
And
Good decade.
And then a few bands in the 2000s, mga Incubus. Siguro I stopped parang following talaga religiously mainstream music on Incubus. And then
Okay.
kumbaga pasundot-sundot na lang. And then came this show. I started tawag doon, rediscovering OPM and how it has progressed over the years and what kind of sounds the OPM artists are doing now, and
Iba-iba na
it's awesome. It's
Yeah.
awesome, really.
Super nag-blossom na talaga yung tunog.
Oh,
Yeah.
diba?
Tsaka yung the industry in general. Yeah, which is good for all of us.
So what is how did you come up with your music, with your sound?
It's not something na talagang parang
Dinano.
Oo, hindi naman siya pinagmitingan or anything like that. Tapos nagano lang, wala, we just worked with yung kumbaga parang okay, ito yung mga hilig namin lahat. Tapos one day doon nga sa Studio M, yung first na yun. Parang may general lang, may mga in this case may parang list of lang ako. 3 songs pa lang tayo nun, pare. May mga 3 set of 3 songs lang kami nun. And then parang tinugtugan lang namin. Gawin natin medyo pasayaw, gawin natin medyo may konting atmosphere, gano'n. Tapos overtime na lang yan. Overtime na buo lang yan.
Alright.
Oo, yung yan, mga lang. Wala.
Are you guys talagang kumbaga parang yung what kind of musical training did you have before going into bands?
Sige ako na muna.
Sige.
Before bands, actually nagano ako. Mas a cappella ako. So,
Talaga? Wow.
Start ako sa church choir, mga ganun.
Pwede tayo mag-acapella dyan.
Mga ganun. Yun. Ganun. So, start ako sa acapella, yun nga, sa church choir nung high school, sumali ako. Tapos nung college, sumali ako sa college glee club. Ganun.
Oh.
So, ayun, nakapag-tour naman kami, ganun. Nakapag-compete naman kami. So,
Anong school?
Ateneo de Manila.
Okay.
So, shout out to the Ateneo.
How about you, Andrew?
Ano ba?
Yung
Yung tatay ko kasi mahilig na siya sa music.
Mhm.
He's a doctor pero he was the first one who gave me like the door into the world.
Mhm.
So parang siya yung bumili ng unang gitara ko.
Okay.
Tinuruan niya ako mag-chord.
Is he nagbabanda rin ba yung dad mo?
Dati,
Oo.
like the 80s.
Okay.
Trip lang din.
Okay.
Tapos yun, nagustuhan ko siya.
Mhm.
And I started teaching myself na rin how to play.
Alright.
And then I went to school for it also.
Mhm.
Sa CSB.
CSB.
Yeah.
Music production.
Pero from what I know, you do music production in yun ang trabaho mo.
Yun.
Oh, diba?
So, ako siyang day job.
So, kumbaga, musikero ka rin talaga sa
Nag-score ako
yun talaga sa music industry ka talaga.
Yeah.
Kakapanalo na ng award niyan.
Oh,
Yeah.
Anong award?
Sige, ano yan, Drew? Tell us.
Sa PPP, yung pista ng pelikula ng Pilipino.
Yun ako.
Yun, no?
Ako yung nagkataon na ako yung naging best musical score.
Wow!
Yeah,
Anong kanta?
Hindi kanta, yung score talaga.
Score ng movie?
yung movie.
Movie? What movie is this?
Lola Ignat.
Wow. Okay. Dahil dyan, papanoorin ko yung Lola
Yeah.
Ignat.
Showing pa siya.
Talaga? At-
Showing
pa siya, by the way.
Showing pa po. Shoutouts po kay Lola.
Oo. Well, at least, 'di ba? Okay, may award winner pala tayo dito.
Oo, sobrang...
Ay, teka,
Yeah.
may nagpapabati lang yung isang friend ko. May birthday daw. Nasaan yung comment niya? Shoutout kay Doc Seth.
Doc
Thank you.
Seth?
Oo, Doc Seth. Doc Seth, parang rock set. No?
Oo nga.
Anyway, maraming maligayang bati sa'yo. And, alright. So, how about you? How about you, Miko?
Ako, ano ba? Wait, training or how is that?
Ano yung background mo
How'd
in
you
music?
General interest sa music family first, I think. Same as kay Andrew. Sa dad ko rin. And then, brother ko rin mahilig sa music. Kami yung usually nagja-jam record.
Okay.
And then, tapos pinapakinggan ng kuya ko. And yung tito ko na parang batang punk talaga.
Oh,
Tito.
Pero bakit drums ang napili mong weapon of
Bakit
choice?
nga ba?
Well,
Ah,
maybe that's a stupid question.
Pero
yeah.
hindi ko na alam eh. Parang mas na-fascinate lang ako sa sa beats.
Basically,
Parang
that's what
yun
attracted you.
Yeah, yun yung unang napapahinggan ko sa song or whatever.
Oo nga. How about you, man, Nigs?
Well, I started playing bass in grade 6, I think, when I graduated from grade 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then, unang hilig ko nun metal actually.
Metal?
In high school,
Ganda.
metal talaga hilig ko. And then, me and Andrew also in another band in high school. Tapos college, parang nag-die down lahat eh.
Mhm.
So, wala akong band at
Aral lahat,
college
no?
mostly.
Aral lang.
Oo nga.
Studies, guys. Studies first, studies
Study
first.
hard.
Well, actually, pag nagkabanda ka kasi nung high school, parang habang buhay mo na siguro nga hanapin yun, shit, wala akong banda nung college, shit. Diba, parang, kasi there's a certain kind of thrill na parang, there's a kick na doon mo lang talaga makukuha eh, diba?
Iba talaga yung iba talaga yung feeling na nasa stage.
Oh, diba? Tapos, especially if people are responding positively to what you're doing, diba? pero kahit na yung kumbaga yung tama yung pangalan ng tawag ng tanghalan eh, diba?
No.
Diba?
No.
Parang yung call of the stage, parang it's once you have felt yung thrill na yun, parang
Hahanap-hanapin mo
mo.
talaga.
Parang
Hahanap-hanapin mo talaga.
probably one of the most potent drugs ever.
If not the most potent.
Yes. Oh, diba?
Yeah.
So, ano pang mga pinagtitripan nyo?
Sa buhay?
Well, anyway, kahit kung ano ba yun?
Recently,
Recently, puro pagkain kami.
Puro chibog.
Puro chibog.
Hindi lang naman natin recent.
Alright.
Hindi lang pala recently. Since the
Oo nga.
beginning.
Oy, speaking of food, Miucha Lux Cakes. Pakita nga natin. Tingnan natin. Tingnan lang natin. Magandang segue yan para sa Miucha. Actually, kami. Punta natin to. Ay, teka. Ayusin lang natin to para maganda. Yan.
Inception vibes to.
Inception. Oo nga, di ba? Pero makikita nila yan. So, go to Miucha. So, actually, since mga barako kayo lahat dito, ang silbi nito pag may kasalanan kayo sa misis nyo. Miucha. Hello.miucha. Actually yan. So, yan.
Oh, wow.
So, this is the newest
Gumagana siya. Masarap siya.
Rebel bar. Well, kung ano pa, donuts. And these are all vegans. Vegans tuloy. Vegan eh. No?
Gawa sa tao pa, no? Oh my God.
Vegan lahat ng crab vegan. Yan, kita mo, pinipilahan. Yan,
wow.
Pinipilahan
Ay,
talaga
fairness.
siya. So,
Tama.
Galing.
Makes sense.
Hardcore tong Miucha Lux Cake. So, itong pila na to, it happens on Sundays in Mandala Park. So, if you're around the area, sa Mandaluyong, katabi lang ng Pure Gold dun. So,
okay.
sa may KFC.
Endorser.
So, there's may tent doon. Tapos hanapin niyo yung pila. Pero, warning lang, be there mga 1 p.m. kasi nauubos agad yan.
Ah,
Ganun
wow.
ba rin din?
Wow.
Baka kailangan mo pilahan ng mas maaga eh.
Oo.
Baka kailangan mo pilahan ng mas maaga yun.
Oo,
Lunch ka
man.
Sa KFC dun. Nakita ko yung pila na yun. Or pre-order
Mag-take out ka na,
lang,
ganun. Oo.
Anyway, just check out at hello.mucha for
May
for
question ako.
details.
Paano siya nagiging vegan?
Vegan kasi is
Kahit by
Teka,
product.
well,
parang ano ata
walang
yun eh.
walang ano,
Kahit by product bawal.
ganun kasi. Well, teka,
So,
iba
kahit
kasi yung
hindi.
veganism dun sa vegan, madaming
Madami-
komplikado actually yung sagot eh.
Parang LGBTQ lang yan.
Pwede.
Ang daming layers.
Oh, yun.
Oo.
Pwede.
Oo.
Pero ang basically sa pinaka ng vegan, kung in terms of food, vegan would mean walang dairy, walang meat, of course, walang meat,
Walang
dairy, walang eggs.
parang walang ano, 'di ba? Parang basta walang animal
Oh,
product.
basta walang byproduct
Ng
that
animal.
came from animals. Yun, vegan yun. And also, yung iba naman yung veganism, also yung vegan lifestyle, iba pa kasi yung vegan lifestyle parang you don't
Wala siya sa, hindi mo, not necessarily supporting the belief, but
mm.
the practices na, parang you live by the practices, ganun ba yun?
Basically, may iba't iba kasi yung ano eh.
Parang-
Different people are vegan for different reasons.
Yung intention niya.
Oh, so a lot of I think pinakamadaming reason would be for vegan for the animals. For compassionate
okay.
reasons, for compassion kasi parang
Ano?
pag nakita mo yung mga videos talaga ng ginagawa sa mga farm factories, the factory farming, it's talagang doon pa yung iba makakita lang noon parang shit ayoko na kumain ng karne kahit kailan. Parang it's one of the most parang effective na tools for for veganism. And also yung iba vegan for the environment,
environment,
diba?
for health.
Yung iba for health, yung iba for religion kasi bawal lang kasi yung bawal sa kung anumang religion, di ko alam.
Hindi yung actually yung ano tawag dito, yung asawa ko,
Mhm.
ano siya, half Indian. Yung pamilya niya, hindi sila vegan pero hindi sila kumakain ng meat.
Ng meat.
Vegetarian sila. So dahil yun sa ano nila. Dahil yun
Sa
sa
religion.
Hindu sila.
Yun
Hindi
I think.
sila.
Kaya madaming kaya madaming vegan foods sa sa India.
Oo,
Dahil
at
doon.
masarap ang Indian food.
Oo.
Masarap ang
One of the best,
vegetarian
eh.
food sa
One
India.
of the best.
Oo.
Oo.
This is my favorite ko rin.
Yeah, sobrang winner ba talaga?
Puro
Oh.
pagkain lang talaga pinag-usapan. Hindi ka
Oy,
kumain eh.
Oy, pero if you wanna pwede naman kayo mag-talk, we can talk about non-vegan food as well here.
Yeah.
No.
We as a band do not discriminate. We don't.
Whichever.
Lalo na sa
Basta
pagkain.
happy ka.
Well, pero in terms of since we're parang we're kind of close to the vegan community. So madami akong ilan na rin yung mga naging guest ko dito who talked about veganism. So if you're interested, check out the library. Ang dami. This is the 62nd episode by the way. So
be here.
sandamakmak
Thank
na
you.
sa very ang unti nang nanonood, sayang yung mga pero wala akong pake. Basta we are doing I think alam mo yan, this is a different kind of show eh. Parang you don't pander to the
Yeah, you do. Tsaka dude, you have to start somewhere.
Yeah,
At saka nandyan lang yan.
Nandiyan lang yan. Parang
Nandiyan lang yan.
like I said kanina, sooner or later podcasting and shows like this is gonna take off.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
okay na yung nauna.
Oo.
Okay nga yun, hidden gem ka kumbaga.
Hidden gem, I don't know about that. Pero sige. Anyway, you wanna do a second song?
Yeah. Sige.
Alright.
Give it a go. Something else? Sorry. Sada lang kami ni Sobrins. Okay.
Alright.
Parang umina bigla.
Teka. Alright. So what's the story about this song?
Actually, yung song na to was inspired by actually was inspired by Facebook.
Wow.
Yeah. Yung story there kasi sa, 'di ba, lalo na nung mga yun nga nung hindi man unang panahon ng Facebook, pero mga 2016, 'di ba, panahon ng eleksyon. Uso mga away sa Facebook, uso mga nagsusulat ng mga essay, tapos nagbabarahan, gano'n. Basta, hanggang ngayon pa rin naman uso. Pero so itong song na to was sort of like parang yung ano ba? Yung plea ko. Yung paano ko ba sasabihin? Parang lamentasyon ko siya.
Okay.
Sa nangyayari. 'Di ba? Parang ano ba yung feeling natin noon? Ang feeling ko noon, parang ang daming nag-aaway, ang daming hatred, ang daming anger. Tapos hindi ko alam kung ano yung pwedeng gawin para maiwasan to or para ma-solve natin yung mga problema ng mundo.
Oo nga.
So, ang title ng kantang to ay Something Else.
Something else.
Something Else.
Alright.
Talking for you never listen anymore. What went wrong between you and me? How'd you turn into my enemy? Do you remember the days we were hand in hand? Fight we don't understand. When did it get harder to distinguish wrong from right? Every time we meet, just wanna get you out of my sight. Holding on to hatred as our world begins to fall. Trying to look for answers, I get nothing at all. But there must be something else. There must be something else. There must be something else. You left me out here on my own. You lay me like an animal. When I tried to ask you why, won't even look me in the eye. Tell me, I don't know, I wanna reach out to you, but I can't get out of my selfish point of view. When did it get harder to distinguish wrong from right? Every time we meet, just wanna get you out of my sight. Holding on to hatred as our world begins to fall. Try to look for answers, I get nothing at all. But there must be something else. There must be something else. There must be something else. Ooh. tomorrow. Caught up in all this noise, left with no other choice. History tells us no, maybe tomorrow. Caught up in all this noise, left with no other choice. History tells us no, maybe tomorrow. Caught up in all this noise, left with no other choice. History tells us no, maybe tomorrow. When it get harder, staying strong and right. Every time we meet, just wanna get you out of my sight. Holding on to hatred, world begins to fall. Try to look for answers, I get nothing, nothing. But there must be something else. 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 Something else. Woo-hoo. History tells us no, maybe tomorrow. Yeah.
Awesome song. That's a great song, man.
Thank you, bro. Thank you so much.
That's a great song.
It is,
I'm a lyrics guy, and I love it. Yeah,
Thanks, man.
so,
Thanks, man. It was may pinanggagalingan siyang malalim.
Oh nga eh. You want to talk about that
That
right now?
that time. Yeah, it was actually. Yeah, I'll give you guys the serious version. At the time kasi, 'di ba, parang 2016, it was the election, tapos ano naman ngayon, how do I put, I don't know how else to put it. The world is it's getting a little darker. Meron tayong mga inoohan ngayon na just a year before we would think na parang what the pwede ba tayo magmura dito?
Oh, well,
Parang-
yes, of course.
Parang
Free speech is ano.
Encouraged.
No.
parang yun.
Free speech is the only creed.
Very
Dito
good,
sa show
very
na to.
Parang yun, parang you're thinking na, yun nga, di ba, parang just a year, may mga inoohan na tayo ngayon, and then, just a year before, parang we would go, parang, what the fuck? Anong kalokohan yan? Anong, gano'n. At ngayon, yun na yung bagong normal. So, yun lang. Parang, feeling ko, yung song na to, is very timely. It's very, of this age. Parang ganun.
It is your critique to
Yeah, it's
society?
yun nga, it's not so much a critique, it's more of a commentary. Parang it was we were trying for this song, parang we were trying to capture a mood, na parang hindi lang na, well, it started out na mood ko as a songwriter. Pero parang feeling namin parang mood siya ng mundo ngayon.
okay.
Mood siya ng mundo ngayon. Ang daming kaguluhan.
Okay.
Daming kaguluhan ngayon. So,
how about you guys? Andrew. Well, how do you interpret the song? Seryoso
sige,
ba?
kaya mo yan. Kaya mo yan.
Same naman. Siyempre, as a band, like, the intention behind the song, we always have to like sort of agree upon it.
Okay.
Kasi
Yeah.
naman nila-
Let's talk about that aspect na lang. Parang, what if, kasi there are, with all the, parang, the things that are happening, of course, parang there would be things that you don't agree with. Pero you see that there are people who disagree with you. It's fine with maybe they have other perspectives, 'di ba? Parang it's so for me ang sa akin kasi it's difficult. It gets more problematic when you just parang you don't listen to the other side or at least pakinggan mo kung ano yung sinasabi, di ba?
No,
and judge kung may katotohanan ba yung sinasabi nila or what or not, di ba?
Mahirap din kasi parang may mga lalo na nun, sobrang naalala ko nung time na yun, sobrang keyboard warrior ko. Sobrang keyboard warrior ko.
Actually ako din pero yun,
yeah, sobrang keyboard warrior ko nun na parang ito pa yung time na ito parang ako din, yung mga sinasabi ko na, di ba, ang daming mga nagsusulat ng essay, nagpaparahan. The truth is, ako yun eh. So, ako yun. Tapos, there was a time talaga na ganun, sumasama ako sa ganyan. Tapos, may mga nakaaway na rin akong tao, may mga
kagalit-galit na, magkakaibigan, di ba?
Oo, yung mga makikita mo to at work, may makikita mo to sa work bukas eh. Yung mga ganung klaseng yung mga ganung klaseng awkwardness.
Saka yung time na yun, parang tangina to ba, biglang kala mo, ibang-iba yung, biglang mag-iiba yung yung tingin mo sa tao na yun, di ba?
Parang nawala na, parang as if nawala na lahat ng mga kabutihan na ginawa niya dati.
Oo nga eh, di ba?
So, makikita mo na lang siya as this, bakit mo sinusuportahan yan? Bakit ganyan ka mag-isip?
Yun yung pinaka-hassle actually. Malaman mong someone you work with, someone you talk to,
Or your friend.
or your your family actually.
Yun
Hirap
naman
yung
din
Tapos,
family.
okay naman kayo eh. Tapos biglang nalaman mong medyo
Ganun pala.
magkaiba kayo ng belief.
Yeah.
Tapos
Na pwede naman, pero alam mo yun.
yeah, pero at the time parang para sa akin it was so hard to accept na pucha ganyan pala yung naisip mo, anong parang ang daling ang daling mag-demonize, daling musga. Tapos yun, syempre eventually syempre nagkaroon tayo ng malaking wave na yun, tapos nagkaka-unfriendan na lahat. Tapos eventually nakakita natin na
Unfriended talaga.
unfriend konyo ng na to. Tapos eventually parang eventually tapos may mga lumabas na mga mga studies, syempre pinag-aralan niya ng mga social scientists. Pinag-aralan diyan na parang eventually yung mga nalaman natin na yung mga pinagagagawa nating pag-essay, pag-state ng mga beliefs natin, yung mga pag-aaway, nalaman natin na hindi pala nakakatulong yun sa discussion. Hindi pala tayo akala ko ako at the time I thought I was doing good. I thought I was changing minds. Hindi pala. Nag-aano lang pala. Ang nangyayari lang pala, nababasa to ang nakakabasa lang nito, mga nag-agree na sa'yo.
Oo nga.
Diba?
It becomes an echo chamber,
Oh,
diba?
echo chamber yung
and also it's most of the time parang human response to criticism is to be defensive eh. Especially if you don't kasi you can't expect everybody to be self-conscious, to be nagre-reflect to their actions all the time. And then pag kin-criticize mo yun, shit, biglang alam mo yun.
yeah, ano talaga. Tapos yung pinakamahirap diyan is 'di ba, nakikita mo 'yung ginagawa ng ibang tao. Isa sa mga pero ang pinakamahirap diyan is makita mo or ang mahuli mo yung ganung gawain pag ginagawa mo na mismo. Ikaw na mismo na yung gumagawa. Kasi
actually totoo.
Diba? May ganun tayong delusion dati.
Yeah, and you parang you speak out against let's say injustice and parang being tolerance. And then hindi mo alam ikaw na yung intolerant. Para there's a danger on that happening, di ba?
Or yung tipong parang Tao dito, kunwari, sasabihin mo, ay, mga biased yung mga yan. Kung ano nung pinagbababasan yan.
Yeah.
And then you realize, pag nakita mo yung feed mo, ay, yung mga binabasa mo.
Pare-parehas din.
Isang side lang din.
Yes.
So hindi mo
exactly.
na hindi mo na babalance.
Yeah, that's why I kasi ganyan din ako nung time na yon. And then it took me, well, at least medyo mabilis naman ako, siguro a few months. Nung nakikita ko na, alam mo yun, mga friends ko na some were even, ang tagal kong hindi nakita, kumbaga college pa ako nung huli ko. Kumbaga ang tagal, tapos parang yung mga memories ko about these people, parang okay naman. Kumbaga parang okay naman sila na hindi na, kumbaga they got my back when I was with them. Tapos then, kumbaga basically they're good people based on the things that they showed to me when we were together, or at least spending time together. Tapos ngayon, parang magkaiba kami ng ng opinion. Tapos biglang makikita mo, mumurahin ka na, 'di ba? And then they're gonna accuse you of thinking about na ideas na you don't really believe, pero tingin nila ganun, 'di ba? They're gonna lump you into a group na parang di ba?
Nakakalimutan natin magka-nuance sa usapan.
No, yun. Exactly. So and then I parang if we're gonna continue thinking like this is how the world would crumble, eh. Diba? This is how society will fall apart. Na parang, alam mo yun, parang what? Hindi lang tayo magkaintindihan dito. Parang, ang ginawa ko na parang, okay, so this is your time. That's it.
Yun. Actually, nandun nga yun sa, sa lyrics ng song namin. Parang, holding on to hatred as our world begins to fall. Trying to look for answers. I get nothing at all. Parang, yun nga, dun yung parang, I guess, yun yung parang nagka-capture nung parang lamentasyon nung kantang yun. Parang, there must be something else. Kaya ganun yung title.
Alright.
Yeah, it's a big thing. Though, yun nga, actually, ngayon nga, ginawa nyo na ba to? Like, na-try nyo na ba na, since dahil sa sobrang toxic ng social media, in-unfollow nyo lahat ng tao?
Hindi pa naman. Ako hindi pa.
Yung usual pero hindi ko pa rin nagagawa.
Hindi ko na binubuksan.
Mas ganun ako, hindi ko na siya binubuksan.
I was delete ko dati.
Nag-delete ka?
Well, ano lang, yung app lang, hindi yung account.
No, okay.
Para
Yung Facebook?
Saan ba't ka nag-delete?
Wala lang, parang
Parang di mo na-i-check.
nakaka-distract eh.
Sa akin hindi naman ako mabot dun sa pagde-delete.
Sa studies.
Yeah, sa studies. Talagang ganun. It's the most important thing talaga.
Actually what I did is listen to the other side.
Okay.
Parang tingnan ko kung ano bang maybe there are points that I'm not seeing, that I'm not realizing, and maybe parang alam mo yun, parang I'm just stuck up dun sa idea that I am right, 'di ba, and they're wrong, and alam mo yun, kumbaga parang if you parang sinigurado ko if my critique to them are valid. 'Di ba? Maybe parang critique ka ng critique, hindi naman pala ganun yung iniisip nila, 'di ba? Parang you're just assuming something about them, and then yung pala kaya kayo nag-aaway, eh. 'Di ba? Kung sinabi mo, kasi dilawan ka. Sabi, hindi nga ako dilawan, eh. 'Di ba? So, hindi nga ako dilawan. Hindi ko na iniintindihan. Gayto lang yung gayto, pero hindi ako dilawan. Parang ganoon. So, parang so if you're gonna do the same thing to the kung sino mang kadebate mo, and then wala mangyayari. So,
feel ko yung gulo naman talaga din. It starts with the premise. With this idea or this notion that one is right and one is wrong. When it doesn't always have to be the case.
Yes.
It is, but it's much more gray than that. Hindi naman siya black and white.
Yeah.
Palagi.
And there's also ideas, eh. I think the gray areas are hindi dun sa actual words, eh. The idea itself that this is what we need, and we've tried this style before and it wasn't working, and then how about we do something else, try something else.
Oo.
Di ba parang ganun? And then I don't know, later on kasi magkakaiba rin talaga ng
Oo.
utak ang tao di ba? Hindi mo talaga masasabi.
And iba talaga yung parang na-realize ko eventually na ano din yan, nasa ano din yan, pagkakaiba ng pinahahalagahan. So,
Totoo.
'di ba? Parang ewan ko pero hindi ko ma-describe yung mga kaibigan ko na hindi ko katugma in let's say in politically or in terms of principles. Meron lang may certain wiring lang yung utak nila.
Oo.
Na iba lang, na innately iba lang talaga sa wiring ng utak ko.
Oo nga.
Tapos pag talagang when you take the time na talagang unawaan sila, hindi naman sila mali.
Oo nga.
Parang ganun.
And a lot of things are parang they're well-meaning.
They're
Yun nga lang,
well-meaning.
you just na hindi lang talaga magkaiba lang talaga kayo ng ideas,
Oo.
'di ba?
Parang at the end of the day, parang ewan ko parang ang dami pang facets nito and we could talk all day on just this topic.
Yes.
Pero parang sa akin ang napapansin ko is it's all about a lot of it is about kung ano yung oo-ohan mo na lang.
Oo.
So kunwari like hindi naman ako political scientist pero
Okay.
try lang natin mag amateur
Okay.
political amateur debate.
Oo.
Kunwari let's say for the sake of sabihin natin mga Dilawan versus mga DDS.
Oo.
'Di ba? Lahat naman nung parang sinasabi nung isang side, tama kami, mali kayo. Sabi nung isang side, tama, mali kayo, mga bobo kayo.
Oo.
Or something like that. Pero when you think about it, parang lahat naman ng sides na 'yan, meron silang ginawang mali. 'Di ba? Sige, I will state it up front na hindi ako, kunwari, critical ako of the current administration. Of and how they run things. Pero at the same time, hindi naman ako yung tipong tao na hindi, yung dating sobrang okay nung dati, walang mali. May mali din, sobrang dami talaga. Pero and yun yung parang problem mo as a person with principles.
Yeah.
Parang ang hirap ang hirap ano tawag dito? Kailangan mong umuo dun sa kunwari, boboto ka ng, let's say, boboto mo yung kandidato mo, ganun. You have to take the bad with the good.
Oo.
Parang ganun. So,
Oo nga eh.
'di ba? So,
It's about choosing the lesser evil na lang.
Oo nga eh. It's always
Naging
that's
ganun
how
na
it
lang.
turned out eh, 'di ba?
Oo.
Naging ganun na lang.
lesser
Sadly.
evil. Oo.
Sadly.
Ang hirap lang na walang klarong sagot. Hirap.
Oo nga eh. Parang it's so you can say tragic nga eh, 'di ba? Parang
It's
that ganun yung kinalabsan nung society natin na wala tayong kandidato na talagang shit, gusto ko to.
No.
'Di ba? Parang it's always about choosing the lesser evil. Wala talagang parang this is my white knight.
Meron din
ganun.
naman, pero hindi sila well funded or they're not the ones that are mainstream. Di ba? I mean, there are lalo na from the last elections, I think meron namang mga
may mga may mga okay naman talaga na lumalabas.
May mga okay naman or seemingly okay at least. Pero yun yung tendency ng mga ganun na usually they're not the theatrical ones. Kaya hindi rin sila medyo masa.
Di siya nag-a-appeal sa ganun.
Oh.
Well, I think naman there's the Philippines has no shortage of people who are capable and also kumbaga parang yung capable and the parang capable not just yung ability to run government but also yung ability na to stay a servant to the people, parang ganun. Pero yun nga, the thing is wala ito for me, ang ending niyan talaga is the quality of voters that we have eh. Diba?
Oo, mahirap din kasi actually quality of voters kasi tapos to add to the problem of quality of voters. Ang hirap din kasi 'di ba, going back to yung mga debate of 2016.
Teka, lilipit natin ito
sorry,
ng konti para let's
sige.
make sure that the people are hearing you.
Sige.
Ayan.
Hello.
Nilupit ka kaya ako ano.
Lapit ka na rin, Migs.
Migs.
Oo.
Para marinig ka dito sa
Sige. Ayun. Ay. Yeah. Okay, we got this. Okay. Ayan. Actually, hindi natin kailangan tong guitar stand natin. Sige. I got it.
Yun.
So, papakita rin lang natin yung guitar stand na ganyan.
Teka, tabingi ito ayusin natin. Yan.
Okay. Parang, ayun na nga, ang hirap din ngayon kasi going back to yun nga, quality ba? We were talking about quality of voters.
Mm.
Ang hirap din ngayon kasi dahil nga sa sa mga digital machinery or digital algorithms na tumatakbo sa mga buhay natin ngayon.
Mm.
Well, hindi tayo pare-pareho ng alam.
Yeah.
Hindi tayo pare-pareho ng alam. So,
Totoo.
paano ka makikipagdebate? Kunwari, let's say something like EJ case. There are people who don't believe that they're happening.
Mm-hmm.
'Di ba?
Mm.
That it's happening. So paano 'yun? Paano mo siya anuhin? Paano kayo
Yeah.
mag-uusap tungkol doon? Why is it wrong? Ganun.
Yeah.
At the same time, kunwari, to bring up a recent issue, kunwari climate change.
Mm-hmm.
May mga tao na dahil incentivized silang kunwari, tatrabaho sila sa oil company or may-ari sila ng oil company.
Yeah.
Siyempre, pag ano nga namang maniwala ako sa climate change kasi pag niwala sa climate change, magsasara ako.
Mm.
'Di ba? Ang hirap doon. Paano mo kakausap? Paano ka makikipag-usap sa ganun?
Okay.
Paano kayo hindi I don't want to be napaka-judgmental ng statement, ng way of saying that. Pero
Yes.
parang ano pala, ayun, I caught myself. So, parang how do you have a discussion when on the fundamentals, the facts pa lang, hindi na kayo nagkakatugma.
Yun.
Yun.
And kaya I think magiging maayos ang Pilipinas kasi the government is the people supposedly.
Oo,
'Di ba?
oo.
Parang kaya nga tayo demokrasya, parang we are supposed to be the ones in command.
Oo.
And yung mga senators and the congressmen are just representing our will, the will of the collective ng buong bansa. But even that idea is parang hindi alam nung mga parang bakit may congressman?
It's
If you ask what are they supposed to be? 'Di ba? What are they supposed to do?
Gawa na rin pero to balance that out.
Mhm.
Madali kasing ako din naman nagkaka-moments na personally ako din naman nagkaka-moments ako na parang ano ba tong mga desisyon na ginagawa natin as
Oo.
people. Pero there's so much to it. There's so much to it parang lack of education, lack of opportunity,
Mhm.
lack of parang baduy nito pero lack of hope.
Oo.
Lack of hope. Kunwari, ano ba to? Feeling ko lang theory ko lang to.
Mhm.
Hindi naman to tested or
Mhm.
pero theory ko lang is yung itong mga tao, yung mga tinuturing nating masa,
Mhm.
derogatorily. Feeling ko it's more than yun nga yung sinasabi nating ang elitist nung na to pero parang it's more than anything.
Mhm.
Feeling ko what's happening is a lack the problem is a lack of hope.
Mhm.
Na parang kung kunwari ako I put myself in the shoes of a kasambahay
Okay.
na or someone with a very menial job. Na
Mhm.
kunwari na sobrang below minimum wage na talagang nangungutang, kailangan mong mangutang para lang tao na makakapagbigay sa akin ng dole out para mabuhay ako the next day. Ganun lang naman kasimple yun.
Yeah, pero and the thing is yung mga people in power want it seems na parang they prefer keeping everybody the same like that, 'di ba?
Mas madali kasi mas madali kasing magbigyan kasi mas madali yun eh kasi if I'm a politician, I mean economics lang yun. Mas mahirap i-persuade ang taong edukado, ang taong may pera.
Yeah. Well, I think hindi naman siguro necessarily mahirap i-persuade pero mas sanay na sila dun sa tried and tested nila na ano eh.
That's true.
'Di ba? And also parang
again, napaka-elitist ng sila.
Well, ano rin pati parang it's gonna ang magiging laban ngayon would be competence. 'Di ba? Hindi na popularity. So competence will be a major issue if people are educated. 'Di ba? Kasi parang okay, hindi mo na madadaan sa pabudots-budots yan, 'di ba? Ganyan. So
yun naman talaga dapat yung basis
yeah.
ever since.
Oo nga eh. And unless the people are educated enough, parang that point of quality parang hindi ma-achieve ng mga bansa.
Nakatakot pala yung discussion na to. Kasi on record ka eh. May sabi kong mali forever na yun.
Hindi. Oy, pero may nagtatanong si Ziggy Chavez.
Oh.
Ziggy Chavez is a first-time listener. And
what's up, Ziggy?
Hey, Ziggy. So he's a first-time listener, and he's asking if do you guys think that Filipinos just became complacent?
No. I think Filipinos, because of what they had to work with, parang it's natural na there's so much shit eh. You have to go through so much shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you end up learning, parang it's so easy to, especially for people who are not as lucky as us.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to parang to fall complacent. You don't become complacent. You are pushed to it. Parang ganun. Hindi naman, it's not so much yun nga, it goes back to the whole lack of hope thing.
But it's also, I think, parang I always remember this quote, parang the first ano nga ba, the first reason kung bakit a person will never be rich or never be successful na lang, is that it never occurred to them na it is possible to be successful.
Exactly.
That it's gonna be na pwede pala akong maging mayaman. Na parang ay pwede kang maging mayaman eh. Sabi hindi, anong magagawa niya, 'di ba? Parang if doon pa lang, then parang you nip the bud na already. And then that's the yun hanggang doon ka na lang talaga. 'Di ba?
Very self-help. Power of your mind.
Well, of course, there's that's the start. Start pa lang yun. Just because you pwede ako maging mayaman, pero wala kang gagawin. Of course, it's only the beginning. But if you don't, if it doesn't snap, your mind doesn't snap like that to begin with, then you're doomed.
Actually, in relation to that, parang may napuntahan akong parang, ba to? Some sort of conference sa PICC. Sobrang tagal na nito.
Okay.
Kasi tapos ang naging speaker si Jaime Zobel de Ayala.
Okay.
Nandun siya.
Okay. Some
real estate thing.
Mm-hmm.
May hilig din ako kasi sa ganun.
Okay.
So parang, ang tao dito, sabi niya, one of the things, in his opinion daw, which I tend to agree with, is isa sa mga bagay na isa sa mga problema ng mga Pinoy in general is we love to think small. We love to think small.
Mm-hmm.
Hindi tayo yung tipong hindi tayo parang as opposed to yung mga Amerikano, 'di ba? Parang the American dream, I'm gonna make it here.
Mm-hmm.
If I can make it here, I can make it anywhere. Is what they say. Yun. So tayo, so parang gano'n, we don't have that. And parang, I guess, it would help if, siguro hindi naman sa level ng states or whatever, and I'm not saying that the states is perfect, pero maybe a little bit of that can help our country in general. And help people in general. Kasi parang, why not?
Yeah. Well, Ziggy is also commented again.
Oh my God, may follow-up.
I agree with
Katakot to! Shit, okay.
I agree with the whole mindset thing. I totally agree with, but then again, circumstances can always put you in between two rocks. Minsan talaga you're just dealt with a bad hand and you have to work with that. Yun.
That's
With
true
that.
naman. That's true naman.
True.
I think that's true more than
Hey,
anything
More
he's-
than anything.
In general case.
He's a podcaster din daw. He's podcasting. What's the name of your podcast, Ziggy? Let's shout it out here. Yun, naubusan tayo ng viewers.
Wala eh. Naka-trigger. Naka-trigger yung usapan natin.
Pero okay, kanina nasa 30 na eh. Naging 8.
Naging 8.
Well, okay lang. It's that's how it is. Parang if nobody's gonna talk about these things, nag-podcast pa tayo.
No,
If we're not gonna go into kaya nga free speech tayo eh. And also, alam mo yun, I created this podcast to have these kinds of conversation. Alam mo yun, parang yung reasonableng mga tao. Kasi if you, I believe, except dun sa mga, kasi may mga naging trolls din talaga yun ang trabaho.
Wala na yun.
Eh. So,
Wala na talaga.
pero if a reasonable person from different sides can come together, parang it would be productive, diba? Or at least I'd like to think so. At least there's a chance. Yeah.
What I guess to sort of conclude yung natin. Parang what I've learned so far and what I'm trying is it really helps if you take a position of listening and curiosity.
Yeah.
So parang to go through it very quickly. Nagkaroon ako recently nag-Facebook post ako recently tungkol kay Justin Trudeau.
Okay.
Ano naman yung issue ni Justin
Blackface.
Trudeau? Blackface, diba? Ako, personally, so kumakain ako ng burger noon habang nakikita ko yung ng CNN. Nagtanong ako, sincerely, sa Facebook, bakit ba mali ang blackface? I sincerely did not know. And I guess, it sort of made me happy na yung mga nag-reply sa akin, nag-comment sa post ko na yun is people from opposite sides. There are people who think that there's nothing wrong. At the same time, there were people who thought that culturally it is not appropriate. It's not appropriate. And I got to see where they're coming from. They're both. Of course, I lean towards ones. And then nakilala ko rin and at the same time nakilala ko sarili ko kasi nakikita ko where I lean.
Okay.
Pero I also understood where the other side was coming from.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what's on their mind. This is why they think the way they think. And it's also okay.
Yeah.
So you guys have to. So we still have a lot of talking to do.
Yeah.
Parang ganun. So that's what's helped me. Curiosity and listening.
Well, blackface and racism is an entirely different rabbit hole.
Iba pa yan. That's for the next podcast.
Yeah.
For the next podcast. Yeah.
Pero mahirap parang do you think I've been thinking about this parang do you think kasi racism is not actually a big topic here. Parang and then
actually,
also yung culture war sa US. Parang kailangan pa ba nating umpisahan dito yun, di ba?
Well,
parang it's kind of
although I mean to counter that, yes, it's not big here. It's not being talked about here, or it's not being felt here. Pero the way Filipinos look at people of color, African Americans, diba? We have names, specific names to call those, which are racist. Even honestly, even for Chinese people, we have
we have terms.
We have terms also that are racist, but people kinilakihan na ganun yung term. That's why maybe it's not as big, but it's actually a big problem that we are, I guess a lot as a society blind.
But I would like to think that I agree that there's racism, pero I think the animosity dito in the Philippine culture about, let's say, kung sabihin mo in chicks, apparently yung sinasabi racist daw in chicks.
Racist ang in chick.
Diba?
Racist ang term na in chick.
Diba? Pero parang maybe before when it was first coined long ago, pero ngayon ko lang nalaman yun eh.
No.
I've been using in Czech for parang wala
Exactly.
naman. Hindi ko alam. So parang maybe it has already progressed into something benign. And then
Actually, I would like to I kind of disagree.
okay.
Kasi ngayon, 'di ba, with let's face it, nagkaroon na ng massive immigration of Chinese citizens.
Mhm.
And it's coming up again.
Oh.
So parang yes, it hasn't really been, it's not like the States na talagang araw-araw na ginawa ng just puro race at gender na pinag-usapan nila. Pero I think
Hindi nga sila maka-move on.
Sila maka-move on.
Diba?
Well, they have to have that conversation.
Yeah,
It's rough eh. Pero feeling ko, in this case, if we're not careful, that's gonna come up.
Yeah.
Kasi already there are I live in a part of in a part of Manila that where they stay.
I see.
Ang dami nila.
Okay.
Ang dami nila talaga.
Which is everywhere.
Which is AKA everywhere.
Oo nga eh.
So, 'di ba? So it's coming up. Nagiging issue siya. Tapos it doesn't help na
May mga disputes.
may disputes, tapos we as this current administration has taken this posture of parang we good, but I'm not I will say no more. I'm not informed enough
Okay.
to say my opinion.
Well, same as I.
No.
Alright. Great! Woo! Alright.
So,
Ilang podcasting.
So ilang viewers na lang? So ilang viewers?
Wait, nalagdagan. Naging 13.
Very good.
Very good.
Very good.
So, let's talk about music and other less na mas naman.
Something more happy.
Something mas more like mga trip nyo.
Mas positive.
You said Jonah, you said you told me earlier you were doing improv before?
Oh yeah.
Eto,
Teka.
Okay lang.
So as you can see guys, napaka-casual namin dito.
Oh, well actually that's how it rolls here in the Powerful Komiksman podcast. Minsan nga,
mga viewer.
fan sign.
Mga repa peeps.
Are you who's into? Let's talk about improv first. Since I think you're the first guy na improv artist,
Improv player, improv performer.
Okay.
Improv performer. We mentioned just as a background for our viewers here. Nagkausap tayo na I knew one of your previous guests, si Kel. I knew him because he was I got to know him from being part of an improv group with him. Tapos improv was something actually that I think is not very well. How do I start it? Improv is amazing.
Understood.
It's not really not so much understood. Parang improv is it's something that's not very well known here in the Philippines. Though it's becoming more so. Kasi if any one of our viewers here are familiar with Spit, Silly People's Improvisational Theater, they are a very they are a very good improv group na tipo talagang world class sila pare. Kasi sila yung mga tipong pupunta sila sa New York tapos perform sila tapos maninindak sila ng mga American improv group.
Talaga?
Kasi nasisindak.
Anong sindak? What do you mean sindak?
Yung parang yung tipong kwento nila sa akin. Parang nung perform sila tapos parang nakita nila yung audience na parang shit, ayaw na nila mag-perform pagkatapos nila. Wow. Sobrang galing nito mga to. I can say honestly. It's like
might
kind of
drop yung mga ganun. Mahirap sundan.
Mahirap sundan. Yung mga tipong kunwari, you perform after John Mayer. Nakatakot syempre. So, ganun. It's really so improv is a sort of so for the viewers, improv so by the way, I highly recommend that you guys catch a Spit show. They usually have shows in Commune. They usually have shows in the Makati area. So do check that out. Tapos yun. What can I say? What else can I say about improv? It's a kind of it's a kind of a background lang. It's a kind of theater. It's a form of theater. More than parang ano siya.
More than comedy.
more than comedy. Napag ano lang, na-associate na lang siya with comedy
Okay.
now dahil kay Key and Peele, dahil sa Saturday Night Live, mga nag-improv lahat yan. So, pero improv, more than anything, is a form of theater. It is literally improvised theater.
No.
So,
okay.
improvised theater. At yung improv, marami na yung mga, sige, daan ka na.
Ano ba?
Dito ka naman.
Honest question, may mga improv ba na hindi comedic?
Oo.
I mean like kasi I've only watched comedic improv.
Actually,
Lalo na here in the Philippines.
Actually, improv
Wait,
is
now
not
that you mention it, now that you
improv
mention
is not really
I have
parang ano yan eh, actually school of ano yan, parang improv actually starts in theater. Like when you study theater, and I have gone through several workshops, acting workshops. You start bago ka latagan ng script, nag-i-improv ka lang.
Okay.
Nag-i-improv ka lang. So, ayun. So yun yung parang ano siya, exercise siya. It's a way of
Parang drill, parang gano'n.
parang ganun. It really starts like that. It's an integral part of learning how to act.
Okay.
So yung improv, ganun, it's literally improvised theater. Tapos further background, yung improv, marami na yung schools of thought. Marami na yung schools of thought, I'm sure, and a lot of
Uy!
Mag-share ka naman!
Tagay
Gusto
na
ba? Gusto ba?
Okay na.
Yeah.
Hindi, okay na.
Lang
Okay
tayo.
Refill lang.
Sorry.
Sorry. Go. No problem. So, parang, ang dami ng so going back to improv. Ang dami ng schools of thought yan, ang dami ng mga nasulat na libro tungkol dyan. Pero, improv is basically, can be boiled, the basic principle of improv is boiled down to two words.
What?
Yes and.
Yes. So, parang you can say no di ba?
You should not say no
Oo.
sa improv. So,
Yes and?
yes and. So basically,
So, parang, kasi mamamatay pag, kung dapat laging sasakyan mo yung...
laging sasakyan mo yung kasi pag
yung lead.
So kunwari Nico, basically the whole point of yes and is, 'di ba, gumagawa sila ng fictional scenes. Basically, ang goal mo doon is, kunwari latagan kita. Ay, ang init talaga ngayong summer, no? You start off by saying yes.
Yes.
Saying yes to it, and then adding to it. That's end.
Wow.
You can say, hindi naman eh.
Hindi naman.
So parang
Pag ganun, patay.
May elevator. Tuloy.
Pag sinabing hindi naman eh, patay yung
Patay
diba?
yung scene. Tapos na yung scene.
Gets.
Parang ganun.
So,
Patalo lang eh, no?
Pasample na
Oo nga, sige, mag-improve kaya tayo.
Okay, sobrang tagal ko na nag-i-improv. Shout out to Spit and Third World Improv. Spit's improv school.
The first time improvers.
Hindi, parang kunwari, ano ka lang. Kunwari, something as simple as, let's say, oh God, sana ginagawa ko ito ng tama. Kunwari, simple, thinking of, let's say, a rap verse.
Battle rap.
Battle rap.
Had
ganun.
to be that.
Yung
Freestyle.
sasakyan mo lang ng
Freestyle.
gano'n.
Ayun, yan! Pucha.
Yung parang gano'n. Or kunwari, gawa tayo ng scene na kunwari, kunwari, hindi tayo sa that. So, oh my God, this has been so long.
Tayo muna, tayong dalawa.
O sige.
Sige.
Give us
Sa restaurant kayo, tapos naubusan kayo ng Chicken Joy.
Dear Mama, nasa rap pa ba tayo?
Rap ba?
Hindi.
Bago situation daw.
Pero sa restaurant na.
Nasa Jollibee kayo, naubusan kayo ng Chicken Joy.
O sige,
Tapos
sige.
kung nagutom na kayo.
Or naubusan kayo ng thigh part?
Sige, let's go.
Thigh part.
Problema yan.
O sige.
Anything but the thigh part.
O sige, so
Patay ka ba?
let's start the scene. So kunwari, tayong dalawa yung nasa scene.
Okay.
Nasa ano tayo? Nasa Jollibee tayo.
Okay.
Hello,
So-
ma'am? Ano po yung order niyo? Ay, ma'am.
Teka.
Sir, ma'am.
Ano po, isa pong order po ng number 3, yung two-piece chicken joy. Tapos pwede bang thigh and leg?
Ay, sir, wala po tayong thigh ngayon.
Ay, wag na.
Wala nang thigh, pambihira ka naman. Ano ba to? Nakakatatlong Jollibee na ako, wala pa ring thigh. Ano ba kayo? Parang gano'n.
Oh.
So, yung tinatanggap,
Pero sinabi niya, wala daw eh. So, di ba dapat foul yun?
not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily kasi,
Siya ba yung mediator kasi ng conversation. Tapos, anyway.
Hindi.
Paano siya naging okay?
paano siya naging okay? Inano,
Yun yung sinet na scene kasi.
yun kasi yung sinet nung scene. Parang, it doesn't necessarily have to be na laging merong Thai part. Pwedeng, walang Thai part.
Sarap.
Mismo, no?
Sobrang sarap. Yung
Okay.
shaloks.
Yeah. So, yung pwedeng, parang in this case, yes, nag-no siya, pero,
Oo.
pero, by saying na wala ng Thai part,
Connected
pa
pa
rin
rin.
niya yung reality nung scene.
Yeah. Okay.
Parang ganun. So, basta something like that.
So, ano dapat ending?
That's when it gets very convoluted and
Oo.
pero the basic principle is there. Yes and improv.
It's
Pwede
ano
ba
eh.
follow up with, sir, gusto niyo na lang po ng spaghetti?
Gusto ko ng spaghetti o ito spaghetti mo. Mas ganun.
Oo nga.
Parang ganun. Oo. Tapos yun. Yung find ways to keep the
tuloy ka
scene
dun.
moving. Yes and yes.
Kumbaga pa, pwedeng, hindi, sala. Kumbaga pa, kumbaga ko, hindi ako tinamaan.
Parang ganun.
Umiwas.
Pwedeng ganun.
Pero it's ano eh, it's a different, kumbaga, antindi yung skill for you to be able to perform that art na ano yan, na magaling ka.
Actually, in my experience,
Mhm.
it's not so much, syempre, yes, kailangan mo ng inherent na galing or whatever. Pero, more than anything, di ba, we say na yung, kunwari, pag nanood ka kasi ng improv performers, madali, isa sa mga maiisip mo is, wow, ang bilis nila.
Mhm.
Wow, sobra nilang witty. Sobra nilang, ganun talaga.
Best na mag-isip.
Bilis na mag-isip. Pero in my experience, and medyo parang personal philosophy ko to, it's not so much na bumilis ka. It's that, through practice, binibitiwan mo yung mga bagay na nagpapabagal sa'yo.
Oh.
Parang gano'n.
Ang lalim na na.
Oh, malalim siya. Parang, kasi,
Lalim na.
di ba?
Parang hindi lang improv yung
Hindi, yeah. Parang,
Sige na nga, mag-exercise ako.
di, parang ano siya, parang, yung, so, sa improv, kasi, as you're studying improv, may mga parang exercises yan and all that. Tapos, for me lang to, all those exercises, designed lang siya para bitiwan mo yung preconception mo, para bitiwan mo yung mga preconceived notions mo of a scene. Kunwari, papasok ka. Yung mga pinakamagaling na improv players, in my opinion, yung mga taong pumapasok na literally wala silang baon. Wala silang baon.
Kumbaga, parang freestyle talaga.
Parang sa rap lang din yun eh. Kasi
Parang,
pwede kang sa rap game kasi. Sa rap game kasi when freestyling, either you're off the top or
Written.
or may written
Oo,
stuff.
meron.
So parang ganun din siguro malamang yung improv. In a
Oh,
way, maybe.
So parang try mo ilabas yung unexpected.
parang ganun. Parang
Matutuwa ka na walang thigh part, parang ganun.
hindi naman. More of like, hindi naman sa ganun. Pero,
Nasa type art.
more of like, kunwari ako, personal experience ko na to. Ako, yung mga scenes na pinaka nahihirapan ako, or yung mga scene, isa sa mga tendencies ko nung nagper-perform ako is pagpasok ko, meron na akong parang opening line.
Okay.
Meron na akong opening line. Pero, paano kung kunwari, hindi ka ang una nagsalita?
No,
Tapos yung opening line mo, hindi valid.
Hindi pasok.
So, you have to spend all those couple of seconds thinking of something. Parang may ano ka pa, kumbaga, isipin mo mentally. Isipin mo may hawak-hawak.
Parang na-derail yung plano mo.
Hawak-hawak mo yung opening line mo na yan na parang baon. Literally may baon kang opening line. Tapos hindi na pala applicable. So you have to spend time to throw it away and then pick up something. As opposed to, pumasok ka dun, wala kang hawak. Ayan, okay, pick up kagad. Ayan, pick up kagad. Ayan, pick up kagad. Ganon. Kaya mabilis ang mga Kaya yung mga magagaling na improv performers, mabilis.
Can you drop some names ng kung sino mga who's who in the improv scene? Para maimbita ko sila
Ay,
dito.
sige. Ay, absolutely. Okay.
Ariel Diccion.
Ariel Diccion, you
Joe
can...
Napakulan?
No. I do not deserve that. Si Gabe Mercado. I would recommend si Gabe Mercado. Kasi siya yung founder ng Spit eh.
Okay.
He's founder ng Spit. And he's very passionate about improv. Actually, they're all very passionate about improv.
If you, hey, Mr.
Shout out to Gabe Mercado and to Silly People's Improv.
Oo nga yun. So, yun, you're welcome to come over and we can do this.
Do it!
Yes. Kasi, di ba,
Yeah.
I'm sure, I could just imagine how much mind-blowing that they can share to us.
I can say talaga na yung improv nakakabago siya ng buhay.
Mm-hmm.
I promise you.
Yeah, kasi
Everyone should do it.
I'm a like I said kanina, I'm a lyrics guy. I also write, so I'm a writer. I did some comic strips, I was writing a graphic novel before. And then so I appreciate yung poetry, yung skill in concocting words. Tapos kaya I recently have been watching yung rap battles, mga flip top. And then before parang I didn't think much of them to be honest. Parang okay, it's anong ginagawa ng mga
Mumurahan lang.
No, 'di ba? Pero if you listen dun sa mga insults kasi first of all, hindi naman lahat puro murahan lang. Tapos pero even dun sa at least yung mga magaling merong mga bakyarin talaga eh. At saka hindi lahat ng hirit mo like in everything naman. Like let's say kung stand-up comedian ka, not all of your jokes will land. Diba? So that's understandable. Pero you can see moments of brilliance na parang natawa ka na tapos may bonus pa na, teka, ang galing ng pagkaisip na diba? So I really appreciate those yung mga ganong klaseng ability.
Yeah.
Diba?
Yeah, it's a skill din siya.
Mm-hmm.
At saka ibang yun.
And you need to be smart.
You need to be smart.
You need to, kumbaga parang, bawal, let's say yun, si Looney biglang papala, 6 diba? Kasi, diba, 666 yun, kasi demonyo yung kaulap. Yung galing diba? Parang, okay, diba? Ewan ko for me, it's simple lines like that. Parang, okay, parang, would tell you of how you think, di ba?
Yeah.
Yung liko ng utak, yung tawag ko dun Diba yung liko ng utak?
Yeah.
Anyway. Improv.
Sana ganun tayo, no?
Improv. What are your songs now?
Oo nga. Actually, mamaya.
Ano?
Oh, sige, game ako dyan.
Yeah.
Ako yung isang, isa pang swallowed by the whale for tonight lang.
Honorary member lang.
Pwede. Bakit hindi? Yeah. Actually, yung isa sa mga idol ko, if not yung idol ko sa music. Kilala mo ba si Bobby McFerrin?
Parang hindi.
Or
siya, probably forgot.
Siya si Don't Worry Be Happy.
Yun.
Yun. So, siya na ata yung for the longest time, siya yung pinakamagaling siguro na a cappella performer in the world ever. Well, tinatalo na siya ngayon pero kasi super mutants na yung mga tao. Pero si Bobby McFerrin, since we're in the topic of improv, siya yung tipo magpa-perform lang siya. Pag mga performances niya, lalabas siya. Tapos literally, ang hawak-hawak lang niya mikropono. Tapos kinukwento niya, since super fan ako, ni-research ko to. Kwento niya, paglabas niya, hindi niya alam yung first 2 songs na kakantahin. Gagawin niya on the spot.
Okay.
Tapos magaling siya kasi sobrang galing niya kasi parang diba ngayon parang meron na tayong mga loop machine, meron na tayong mga beatboxers, gano'n. Dati, hindi pa uso yun. Wala pang gano'n eh. So, ginagawa niya, nakakanta niya yung bass, yung harmony, at yung melody ng mga kanta ng sabay-sabay.
Wow.
Parang,
Pwede ba natin YouTube yan?
hindi, parang, kunwari, parang ito.
Yun ba yun?
So, kunwari, parang ito parang, nung college ako, wala akong ibang ginawa kundi practicein yung mga ginagawa niya. So, kunwari, parang kunwari, napakapangit nito, pero parang, kunwari, Blackbird. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and I learn to fly. All your life. You were only waiting for this moment to arrive. Parang ganon.
Oh, acapella.
Acapella. Yeah. So, parang ganon. Tinatrace mo yung ano. Tapos, for the longest time, and to this day, idol ko siya. So,
Ano pangalan ulit? Nalimutan ko.
Bobby McFerrin.
Bobby
He's a African-American.
Black siya, di ba?
Black siya. Yun. Sobrang galing. Tapos, kaya to this day, so, di ba si Midge Metal. Tapos, sino mo yung pinakinggan naman? Sino pinakinggan mo? Nung bata ka?
Iba-iba eh.
Ano pinakinggan ng tito?
A lot of mga punk. Or
Yun.
mga ano.
So we have metal, we have punk. Si Drew medyo on the R&B side.
Kala ko, rated R.
Yun din.
Kinalaki yan.
I don't know. I don't si Drew, eclectic. Yeah. But ako in essence, I consider myself a jazz.
Oh, jazz.
musician.
Alright.
Jazz musician.
Ako, classic rock, jazz, and also alternative. Ayun.
Nakalusot sa ibang keys. Nakalusot.
Alright, let's sing another song.
Okay.
Can we sing? Mahaba-haba na rin yung usapan natin.
Oo nga.
Para thank you, Ziggy. To everybody who's still watching. We are with Swallowed by the Whale. This is the Powerful Komiksman podcast, JAMCAST, Paradigm Shift Productions. Check out the YouTube channel, Paradigm Shift Productions on Facebook, Instagram. Alright, Swallowed by the Whale.
Wait lang.
Okay, so... Uy, magsibalik kayo!
This next song is a song that was written by Drew and finished by the band. Kantang to pinamagatang Pag-ibig Ba. Nagbabalik, hindi kinayang magtiis. Eto muling nagsisisi. Pag-ibig ba pag namili? Sugat ng kahapon ating balikan. Pagkakamaling naging mapait na katapusan. Di masilayan kung saan ba nagkulang. O ako ba'y nabulag lamang? Nakatakas ang aking isip. Tumigil aking pag-indak para lang pakinggan ka. Nakatakas ang aking isip, nakalaya sa pangangamba. Ngayong punong-puno ang aking puso. Tuluyan na bang magdadala? Ito muling babalik. Hindi kinayang magtiis. Ito muling nagsisisi. Pag-ibig pa pag namili. Oh. Thank you very much. Yeah.
All right. Grabe. Woo! I love this podcast.
Thank you.
I love this podcast. If you're new to this show, JAMCAST is happening every Wednesday night. So, magkakaiba lang ng oras kasi ang mga artist, alam mo yun, may kanya-kanyang mga ano yan may mga
Sari-sariling schedule.
may kanya-kanyang schedule. So, we are blessed to have Swallowed by the Whale with us tonight. And
Thank you so much. Thank you.
yeah, so watch out for more bands, artists, musicians on every Wednesday. We're trying to hit every Wednesday pala. Wednesday. Hindi pala Thursday. Wednesday. Wednesdays. Wednesday nights are JAMCAST nights here in the Powerful Komiksman podcast and Paradigm Shift Productions. And also check out the Performers Block, which are events na laging
they're monthly events na ginagawa na ino-organize ng Paradigm Shift Productions ni Nigel. Shout out to Nigel Villanueva. Ginagawa siya every month. hindi yata siya namimili ng araw eh. Parang
Yeah.
hindi
Usually
Tuesdays.
Usually
It's usually a
Tuesdays.
Tuesday or a Wednesday midweek thing. Tapos usually most of the time ginagawa siya sa Upper House, sa brewery at the Palace, malapit sa Uptown Mall sa BGC.
Actually, there's an event this coming October 1 sa Upper House. So, if you're free, check it out.
I'm playing there actually.
Ah, really? Oo nga.
Yung
Oh, yeah.
isang kaibigan namin si Yap. Hi Ralph.
Wait, teka. Nagdolo ko tong ano.
Wala.
Yung bass yata. Ito, pwede na natin lakasan ulit.
Then yung wire mo ata.
Pili ka na ng bagong cabinet.
Ano nangyari?
So, ate mo
Yeah.
Teka
na.
na. Pwede ba nating babaan to? Kasi nakaharang sa ano eh. Sa... ito, teka. Nakaharang sa... babaan lang natin.
Yan.
Ayan. Tapos, baba pa.
Baba pa.
Oh, yan. Malakas naman yan eh.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yun, every month siya sa Upper House. Minsan meron ding mga gigs sa hindi, KE lang ata yun. Yung ano, basta sa Upper House.
Oo.
Basta sa Upper House nangyari siya every month.
Basta punta nyo yung Paradigm Shift Productions Facebook page to...
Yeah. And support local music.
Oh nga, let's talk about the local music industry. No?
Yeah.
So,
Favorite topic.
really?
Well,
All right. So, teka, let's just make sure we have audio on this.
hello. Yeah.
Check. Sige nga.
Check. Mic check.
Okay.
1, 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Dito ko na lang.
Yeah. The music scene, music industry. Yun.
So you've been a band since 2016. 2016, diba? So mga 4 years.
4 years, yeah.
Going 4 years or
Going 4 years.
Mm.
Yeah.
4 years.
Yeah, it's been quite a ride.
And then you notice 4 years.
Yeah.
Ngayon mo lang na-realize
Oo,
ka.
Ata.
Sobrang, my God talaga.
Okay.
Yeah.
Teka,
Yeah, what
so
about?
when you were starting, what were you thinking kung anong nangyayari din sa band?
Well, syempre may ano ka. Syempre you want to dream big.
Mhm.
So you have that in your mind na parang yeah, we're gonna fucking make it, we're gonna fucking rock and we're gonna play in all these gigs and we're gonna make all this, hindi naman make all this money, but you know, make these hit records
Yeah.
that people are gonna sing to at the top of their lungs. Syempre may ganun kang feeling nun. And I would like to think na may ganun pa rin naman kaming feeling na kaya which is why we take the effort to do these things na parang ano ba to, like we go to productions, syempre not all, it's very rare na bayaran kami. Pero we still do it. We do podcasts. We record music. We record music from our own and we pay for it out of our own pockets. It's really just, you just have to hang on to that love. That's more than anything, like na nabanggit nga ako sa'yo earlier before the show, diba, na parang before we came in, hindi naman kami magkakakilala talaga eh. Pero what really binds us together is like this love for performing, this love for making music, this love for creation.
Yeah.
So so sobrang talaga. Sobrang there. We consider, I personally consider myself lucky na
Why?
nabuo tong band.
Okay.
Na nabuo tong band na to. Kasi parang lang eh. I wish I wanted to say this while everyone is here.
Okay.
Pero
Sige.
parang sasabihin ko na lang ulit pag
Okay.
Pero yeah.
Kasi naman labas ng labas.
Oh.
Replay.
Kasi parang wala lang, parang there was a time kasi full disclosure, I'm significantly older than they are.
Okay.
So, you're turning 26, right?
No, I'm 26 now.
Oh, you're 26.
Ikaw ba? No.
I'm 32, man.
That's not significantly...
Actually, hindi nga significantly older.
Older. I'm older than
a little older.
Oh, a little older.
Okay.
Yun. So, you start thinking of different things. And anyway, the point is, parang ganun. And I mean this with all my heart, parang, for the longest, ever since I graduated college, music lang talaga yung, at the end of the day, yung inisip kong gawin with my life.
Ah, yeah.
Tapos, I went through my own like little struggles and all that. Pero, by the time that this band was formed, hindi ko talaga maisip at the time kung paano pa ako magbubuo ng banda. Kasi, all the people, naka-age ko, at the time, so this 2016, so I'm 32 now, 2016 I was 28. Yung mga kabatch ko, pretty much decide, in my opinion, napansin ko na parang na-decide na nila kung ano gagawin nila sa buhay nila. So, ako, wala pa. Parang banda pa lang. Wala na akong ano. And then, yun nga, the story with Ricky and dun sa that random gig happened. It's parang, for me, it's miraculous. It's miraculous.
So parang, you were struggling to find bandmates. For how long?
Siguro the better part of 2 years.
Talaga?
2015 nagbabalak na.
Well, I could relate to that kasi parang yun yung isang it's hard to, especially if may banda ka tapos didn't work out, then you're gonna find new members, you're gonna form your own, especially parang ang hirap maghanap ng bassist.
Oh, ganun.
Walang drummer na available, diba? Parang ganun.
Yeah.
Kung makakuha ka man, parang medyo hindi kayo magja-jive.
Kaya actually to this day, and nasabi ko na kay Migs, Miko tsaka kay Andrew to. Parang to this day, I can't believe my personal good fortune.
Oo.
Na parang isipin mo at a quiet evening, a random evening in 2016, may nakilala lang ako random na tao, and then we're here.
Oh.
And then nagkakasundo naman kami.
Things like it. No?
So, nagkakasundo naman kami. Tapos parang guys, I'm just being honest. We don't get to spend a lot of time together as a band, like outside of making music. Pero every time that we meet, we always seem to be able to have a chemistry, or we have this chemistry, we have this energy
that works.
And yun, it's talaga, testament lang siya talaga to the power of music. At saka yun.
Alright, it's I could relate to the hardship of finding your musical brothers.
Yeah.
And sometimes you think that you already found them, and tapos didn't work
pala.
out.
It's ano talaga siya? It's a what do you call this? It's an everyday. Yeah. I sorry, I can't. Na-realize ko lang ngayon na hindi pala ako makarelate doon kasi parang yakang ba din ito? Parang I've never had to go through that.
Well, hindi naman dahil sa baduy, pero parang alam mo yun, parang hindi lang nag-work out.
Yeah.
And nag-work out.
So yun, again, dagdag to sa pwede mo nang idagdag to sa mga listahan kung bakit sobrang swerte namin kasi we never had to go through that. Yeah.
So what are your seems like you have ano yung mga gripes about the music industry? Gripes ba?
Hindi naman gripes. Grabe naman. May kulay agad.
Okay, gripe agad eh, no?
Yeah. It's it's very interesting how things have shaped out. Tapos
Shaped out in what way?
Shaped out.
It's young pa lang eh. No?
It's become young again. Parang nagano siya, parang phoenix.
May rebirth.
Yeah, may rebirth na nangyari.
Yung creature, yung banda.
Ha? Pwedeng both.
Wait, music industry pala tayo.
Sige. Shot pa. Parang, yeah, it's very interesting lang. Tapos parang, ano ko lang, naisip ko lang kasi parang, as a band, I don't know, parang, I don't know guys, if you guys feel the same way, pero for me, parang, this band, for me, is like, it's sort of like a test case. Parang,
Test case?
Okay.
Okay.
Parang, medyo lalalim ulit tayo.
Sige, sige.
Parang,
The deeper, the better.
so parang, parang itong band namin na to, parang, one of the things that I've always thought of about the music industry is, parang we are not, as a, oh my God, so many people might disagree with this. Pero
That's
in my
fine.
to my
That's
mind
fine.
lang, in my opinion lang, there's a lot of we could do a lot more to progress our musical taste.
Yeah.
Musical taste.
As a what?
As a people. So parang the tendency, and I'm not saying that they are right or they are wrong and I am right.
Mm-hmm.
The tendency kasi for us is we tend to stay nostalgic.
Mm-hmm.
So parang we always cover the same songs.
Mm-hmm.
We always talk about the same emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Diba? Hugot songs. It always has to be about love na nahihiya ako kaya hindi ko makuha. It always has to be a certain kind of like aesthetic which parang napapansin ko lang na a lot of the sound between, let's say, this
era
and the era before, in my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
sobrang dangerous pala nung topic na to, is hasn't changed that much, or at the very least hasn't changed as much as I would want it to change. And parang ganun, na parang I would, not to say na we have to imitate foreign bands or anything like that, pero I personally would like to see a little more innovation happen.
All right.
Na parang that sort of moves the needle forward.
But then yung innovation, a lot of kasi yung mga at least maybe in the mainstream you see you parang they would be more accepting of more mas gutsy na artists that who would alam mo yun, try different sounds instead of parang yung mga kung ano yung patok, di ba? So pero the thing with the artists who are gutsy kasi you need to seek them out eh. Parang you need to go to the gigs which hindi din ganun kadami pupunta, di ba?
And there are a lot of gutsy artists out there. There are a lot of gutsy artists out there. Shout out to the gutsy artists and to the
Oy, mga guts.
You got guts, bro. Gutsy.
Hindi ba nabakan?
Parang ewan ko, parang I don't know. I personally would consider it a great compliment if nasama kami sa listahan ng mga tao, sa mga artists na yun.
Risk takers.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
Pero may mga taong open, mas open na, I guess.
Mas open na ngayon.
There are a lot more people who are open to that sort of movement na.
That's true.
Dati.
That's true. That's true.
Versus 10 years ago, maybe.
That's true. But that's true. Pero I guess what I'm trying to get, the point that I'm trying to get at, and which I'm getting to very indelicately, is yun nga, parang, pero to your insight na parang, di ba, as opposed to 10 years ago, there was this time na talagang, in my opinion, it sort of froze. It sort of...
When was this?
Let's sabihin natin, to my mind, it was like, di ba, River Maya had like a second wind.
You'll be
After
safe here, gano'n.
Mga ganon, yung mga you'll be safe here. After that, nung naglaho na yung River Maya, yung mga urban dub, they sort of
Urban dub was pretty iconic for me. I think.
No.
They were absolutely
Iconic for everyone.
Well, they are.
Yeah.
No.
Nagkaroon
Sa
ng
mga favorite
nagkaroon ng malaking
artists, so,
nagkaroon ng malaking boom then, diba? Like early to mid 2000s. And then it sort of trickled off. And then there was this discussion of OPM is dead. Karon na naman.
It started getting a little, no, a lot more poppy.
Which one?
Like the whole scene in general.
Are you talking about then or now?
No, at that time.
At the time?
After the glory years of like urban dub and
What do you mean by poppy? Yun yung tanong. That's my question.
I don't know, like
Well, I think
something on you'd hear on
Mga tipong Sarah G.
mainstream.
ganun.
Hindi naman,
Oh.
pero
I think parang during yung post parang urban dub rise. Nagka YouTube, nagka-stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, there's a lot of Voice Avenue
online.
style stuff.
Parang
Yeah. The point
na
of
homogenize yung parang mainstream sound.
actually for me, I mean, just to answer it quickly, OPM was never dead, or it wasn't dead.
Yeah.
It's the music scene that's acclimatizing or
Yes.
adapting to how
Yeah.
how currently the culture is. At that point, when River Maya was big, the whole band scene was big.
Yeah.
Bumaba siya ng konti, whole acoustic artists became a thing.
Yeah.
To Andrew's point also, digital became bigger at that point. So
Yeah.
people were streaming towards that also. They were producing music that parang it's just evolving
And it became easier
and
to make music
adapting.
also.
Yeah, it became easier to make music also. I mean,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah,
making
we're-
music with technology.
By
Yeah.
laptop, you
Yeah.
can make an album na parang
Yeah.
Diba?
Yeah.
Well, there's also I think siguro that parang Pinoys were parang riding dun sa mga waves ng kasi yung mga era na yan biglang naglabas yung mga Lady Gaga, diba? So yung mga
Katy Perry.
yan, diba?
Katy
So parang
Perry.
maybe ito yung patok ngayon. This is
Yeah.
what we need to replicate.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just a theory. Parang instead of kumbaga parang also naging yung K-pop nagsimula nun eh, 'di ba?
Yeah.
So also parang there's a new formula.
Yeah.
Maybe we can try our hand copying this and let's see what happens. 'di ba?
Yeah. It's such a big it's such a big topic.
Oo.
And medyo
Well, we are just speculating.
Yeah.
Trying to find answers on what could the possible reasons be bakit why we get to makikita mo yung observations na ganun.
yeah.
Diba?
I think this all goes back to for me, it all goes back to the whole, diba, we were talking about Zobel de Ayala and
Mhm.
people, and we tend to think small instead of big.
Yeah.
Parang, I guess, to put it kumbaga summarize it, parang I want my vision is that I can't speak for the whole industry, I can't speak for other artists, pero for us at least, parang I would like to think that we are aiming for something truly big, and for me not just big in terms of like, oh, we're gonna conquer the Philippines and tour every island, go to every island, pero maybe we can go somewhere else. Maybe we can also go somewhere else. Maybe parang why is it that, for example, diba, we are known the world over. Filipinos are known the world over as sobrang galing kumanta, magagaling na musikero, magagaling na dancer, magaling na artist essentially. But why is it that what's curious for me is why is it that the Philippines is so good, but si Lord is from New Zealand? To be a little for a more dated example, Silverchair, di ba, taga Australia sila? Mga things like that. Parang other countries have like their own musical export. K-pop became the K-pop that we know now.
Well, K-pop kasi was funded by the South Korean
Yeah.
government. So,
Yeah.
may
It's
monetized
so much
support
deeper than
for-
K-pop is actually a system.
Yeah. Okay. So the point is,
Incomparable siya.
well, okay. So the point there is parang what's holding us back. Eh, gagaling natin, 'di ba? Parang ganoon. Like like I once spoke with Nigel. We had a conversation. When was this? A week ago. Yeah, a week ago. It's parang for me, the greatest compliment, we will have known that we have done our job,
Mm-hmm.
is we'll know it when people go, we can do this, we can go anywhere we want in the world. And then if someone tells them you can't do that, they'll go, bakit si Swallowed by the Whale? Nagawa naman nila.
Oh, swallowed.
Yes.
Swallowed. So, ganun. So, parang, yun yung parang, I guess that pretty much.
Parang Manny Pacquiao, di ba? Di ba? Well, kasi dati si Manny Pacquiao came from the bottom of...
nagbenta rin ng music. Parang ganun.
Basta the boxing career of Manny Pacquiao.
Parang
Yun
ganun.
lang.
The boxing, let's stay
The
there.
boxing career.
Let's stay there.
Buti nag-disclaimer ka dun.
Yeah.
Manny Pacquiao, the boxer.
Yun. So parang ganun. And at this point, we don't know how that's gonna happen. We don't know. There's so many things we don't know. All we have is this vision, this dream, this passion,
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully, great music comes out of it, and let the chips fall where they may.
Alright.
Yeah. Parang ganun. So, yun, the music industry. Music industry. Ang daming, there's so many things.
Well, of course, there's plenty of ideas na that go around, diba? On different views on maybe to some people parang okay na, parang to some people it's much better. Maybe to some to other artists it's getting worse. Maybe parang, diba? I suppose it would depend greatly, especially for artists, where they stand in the present, diba? Pero we're of course everybody's hoping, kaya nga tayo nandito, kaya nga may JAMCAST.
Yeah.
So diba? So we champion OPM and an artist of all discipline.
Yeah.
I'm an illustrator and was a part-time musician as well.
Yeah.
Now I'm
Ano
JAMCAST.
tinugtog mo sa banda?
Singer.
Nice.
Oo nga, kasi lyricist.
Oo,
Lyricist.
yeah.
Wala
Wala
na,
na,
usually.
improv na to, improv.
Oh.
Improve na to.
Yun. So anyway,
Yeah, so
it's great. So everybody, na if you have your own ideas about the music industry, about music in general, and the Philippines. Carlo David, powerful Carlo David is watching.
Oh my God.
So
Carlo.
yeah. So hinihintay ko pang kapitbahay ko lang yun dati dito before he
Ay, oo
moved.
nga, nandito lang, taga dito nga lang yun.
So
What's up, Carlo?
Jonas' musicality is the shiz.
Oh, wow! That's big. That's great. That's a great compliment coming from Carlo David.
The Carlo David.
The Carlo David.
So, shoutout lang rin to Sandro, nakatulog ka na ata.
Sandro? Sino si Sandro?
Tropa yun, tropa. Tsaka kay Betsy.
Hey, Sandro,
Go
Sino
boy.
nga yung White Walker dyan? Tara, shotin natin yung White
Ito
Walker.
natin. Ito, may drink ka ba dyan?
Asan ka ba to? Hintay ko. Okay, kala ko dito.
Nalo ko yan for you.
Uy, ito, tira niya yan.
Yeah. So, parang ang dami pa niyan eh. Actually, the reason kung bakit I brought the whole concept, the whole idea of music industry up is because parang I've been having a lot of thoughts about that are more than just like what our place in the music industry is. It's very interesting kasi parang kwento ko lang since
Sige.
for the past couple of years now, nagtuturo ako ng like one day a teacher of mine, an old teacher of mine in Ateneo, asked me to teach a music class sa Ateneo.
Okay.
So for siguro mga like 7 or 8 years I've been teaching. Oh my god, even longer. Siguro mga 10 years. I've been teaching like 2 classes a year. Like literally 2 classes, like session 1 and session 2. Tapos ang sinabi lang niya sa akin, the title of the course is Culture and the Senses. Shout out to Doc Fernando Zalcita.
Okay.
The title of the course is Culture and the Senses. So napaka-social And the
Culture
course
and
is
the senses.
so
Music
and
class,
it's
culture,
exactly
and senses.
what and the course is exactly how it sounds. Parang you experience culture through your senses.
May units ba to sa college or
3 units.
Ah, talaga?
3 units sa college yan. So, parang
Okay.
tinake ko siya sa elective. Tapos sobrang saya.
okay, okay.
Tapos, literally, you experience culture, your Filipino culture through the
Mhm.
senses. So, titingin kami ng painting.
Okay.
Titikim kami ng pulveron.
Mhm.
Ah,
Sarap naman ang course na yan.
Oo,
Kaya nga
pare!
senses lang.
Oo, tapos mag-a-analyze lang kayo ng parang kunwari, sobrang saya nung isa sa mga sobrang sayang gagawin kunwari sa pagkain.
Mhm.
Hiling namin lahat kumain. Hiling natin lahat kumain dito, di ba?
Mhm.
Kasi isa sa mga ginawa namin sa class, kinompare namin ang pulveron ng Goldilocks sa pulveron ng Mexico.
Oh.
Mexico?
Oh, like they got a Mexican pulveron. Apparently may pulveron din sila. And you know,
Pulveron din ang
I'm sure.
tawag.
pulveron din ang tawag.
Wow.
You know what the difference is?
Ano?
The difference is, di ba, yung pulveron natin, it's basically para siyang powder na parang pinrest para maging cookie. Tapos di ba nagpo-crumble siya. So, yun yung pulveron natin.
Rice, basically.
Yung pulveron yung pulveron ng Mexico is basically a biscuit na may powder.
Oh.
Ganun lang. Tapos pag yung tipong
Biscuit as in parang
Biscuit
cracker, gano'n?
Parang fita, ganun, no? Anong mas,
Pasa ko
cookie
dun
o what?
kung fita.
parang alam niyo ba yung uraro?
Savory.
Alam niyo ba yung parang
Gusto
uraro
ka
ng
ng
Lilo
yung-
Laguna? Uraro.
Uraro, yeah. Oh,
Yun,
yeah.
parang siyang uraro na
Oh.
nilagyan ng powder. Tapos yung sa sobrang fine ng powder, pag binlow mo, siya. Malilipad siya. Parang ganun.
Para siyang barquillos.
Basically,
Barquillos, di ba yung
Probably.
Oh.
Pero na flat.
Oo.
mas airy, siya, I think layered, siya,
Mm.
rather than,
Yeah. Something like that. The point, tapos
Anyway,
yung
hindi naman ako
buong-
mahilig sa sweet. So,
Ako din. So the whole point of that class kasi is to demonstrate na yung culture natin is we have our own unique culture, which unfortunately is something that we don't appreciate as a people.
Mhm.
So which leads me to yung music side of it, the hearing part of it.
Okay.
So
Auditory na
auditory.
senses.
Oh.
Okay.
So I've been studying sobrang laki kasi nung sobrang random kasi nung sinabi niya. Just talk about music. Pucha, laki-laki ng topic doon and I only have 2 classes in a semester.
Okay.
Literally 2 sessions. So
Mhm.
parang okay, so anong pag-uusapan natin? He asked me to talk about Filipino music.
Mhm.
So, bumalik ako sa mga alam ko, kundiman, pop music, yan,
Mhm.
mga urbanda, mga River
Mhm.
Maya, binalikan ko yan.
Okay.
And it's interesting to note lang na, di ba, the common accusation of Filipinos towards their own culture
Mhm.
is that sinasabi nila na parang, ay, nako, pucha, puro gaya-gaya
Ginaya,
lang naman,
oo.
ginaya-gaya.
Mhm.
Magaling tayo manggaya, kaya puro
Mhm.
gaya lang yan.
Mhm.
Pero ang napansin ko sa hearing at napapansin mo rin sa ibang bagay na yes, meron kang ginaya kunwari Eraserheads is clearly influenced by 90s rock
Mhm.
and the Beatles.
Beatles,
Diba?
yeah.
Ganun magsulat si Ellie Buendia.
Ah.
Pero you can't help but see na yung diwa ni Ellie Buendia bilang Pilipino
Reflects.
comes out in the song.
Mhm.
Yes, gumamit ka ng template ng rock
Mhm.
or maybe sa flip top gumamit ka ng
Mhm.
template ng hip hop.
Mhm.
Pero ang pinag-uusapan mo yung sarili mong experience, yung
Mhm.
sarili mong katotohanan.
Yeah.
And that is often
That is
often,
unique to
which is unique to you. So kunwari, the concept of I though, 'di ba, we mentioned hugot in a sort of
Mhm.
negative way kanina,
Oo.
unintentionally.
Oo.
Pero kunwari, the concept of hugot.
Mhm.
Of all the things about love we could talk about. Bakit ganun?
Bakit yung pain?
Bakit-
Or pain related?
Oo, well,
Mhm.
actually maraming pain.
Mhm.
And here's the thing, 'di ba? About love, pwede namang happy love.
Oo.
Tapos yung kunwari, going to the topic of the pain of love, ang dami namang pain eh.
Mhm.
Pwedeng pain ng mahal kita, kaso kinaliwa mo ako.
Mhm.
Or mahal kita, pero namatay ka.
Mhm.
Tayo, ang common na nagiging topic natin, which is, mahal kita, pero nahihiya ako.
Hindi mo ako mahal.
O, mahal kita, pero finrend zone mo ako.
Oo.
It's always some kind of, di ba? Mahal kita, pero finrend zone mo ako. mahal kita pero umalis ka. Umalis ka for some weird reason. It's never
Tapos
infidelity.
pinabalikan mo na ako. Ganun.
Parang
Pag-ibig ba?
Ghosting, di ba?
Oo.
Ghosting ka pala eh.
parang gano'n, parang
Wow!
Okay yun eh.
gamitin namin yun. Yeah. Parang
gusti.
parang ghosting.
Oh,
So, parang gano'n, parang it's its own unique kind of topic and its own unique kind of pain. And people in the Philippines don't appreciate it as much as they should.
I've asked this question
In my opinion.
a few times here in the show. Pero, do you think hugot rock is a dirty word? Is
don't-
it a positive? Kumbaga positive or is it
Hindi,
to your
I think it's
personality?
integral to music. Lahat ng music may hugot yan.
Oo.
I mean, not kung hindi man lahat, a lot of it.
Pero the term hugot rock, kasi parang yung pogi rock dati was parang naiinis daw sila eh. Yung iba, meron akong documentary na napanood. Yung mga ano ba yun? Sponge Cola, pogi rock
Pogi
daw
rock.
sila.
Ito,
Diba?
Hale,
Parang
mga ganun.
ayaw nila, mga Hale,
Ah.
mga ganyan, pogi rock. So parang, to them, parang, ano yun? Ayaw namin ng pogi rock.
so sinagot, ano to, documentary?
Yeah. There's I think, saan ba? Mix. Recent lang, I think February. Basta this year yon.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
So kung ayaw nila ng pogi rock, ano gusto nila?
Di ko lang alam. Yun ang di nila
Yun yung
binanggit.
problema doon. Kung gusto nyo, kung hindi
Siguro rock lang. Parang kasi ang connotation to them is parang they were just getting followers or fans because pogi sila and not because of the music.
Baka nga ganun, baka nga nakakainis.
yun.
Okay.
So yun yung parang I wouldn't say nire-resent kasi kumbaga fans pa rin yun, di ba?
Oo.
Pero siguro you get what I mean.
I get it. Yeah, we get it.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring it up actually since we're talking about it.
Yeah.
Parang, I don't know if you guys were aware of the talks about OPM term.
Mhm.
The term OPM.
Oh yeah.
What about it? What
Hell
about it?
yeah.
Hindi ko
Oh
pa
my
alam
God,
yan.
isa
Hindi ko
pa
alam
to.
yan.
This is
OPM
wonderful.
Oh, sige nga,
Kasi
sige.
same as the Pogi Rock, ano. No, kasi I'm in the side, I usually just call it local music also, the local music scene.
Mhm.
I'm not very, personally, I'm not very fond of the OPM term.
Mhm.
Primarily because of those reasons also na parang, I mean, we've talked about it also rin naman eh. Basically, our OPM, what's considered OPM is basically templates lang din naman of different types of art that we've
Mhm.
heard from international like kunwari rock. We don't call it American rock.
Mhm.
We don't call it British
Oh,
rock
okay.
or Australian rock. They're all just rock, and I kind of feel where Sponge Cola is going for. Like we just want to be rock, and
Mhm.
we're not like categorize us in a certain way. They just
Okay.
parang more genre based gets. Pero that's why it's medyo tricky yung OPM. I didn't really talk about it.
Isn't it funny how isn't it funny how yung music ng isang buong bansa nilagay lang sa iisang term,
Oo nga
yun
eh.
din, oo.
diba?
Well, I actually kind of disagree with you there. Like,
Go.
I mean, well, it's a title, and actually, for me, I see the distinction of OPM, so-called OPM, compared to other rock music and stuff. And you know, I think that it maybe some people might be thinking that. I'm not saying that. That's their thoughts, but some people might be thinking that because they think of it as a derogatory title, which it definitely shouldn't be seen as.
Well, I think OPM is not exactly a genre.
Oh.
It's parang semantics na parang this is what, let's say parang K-pop.
No.
K-pop is K-pop.
Is
Diba?
parang ano siya?
Para sa atin,
catch-all term.
yun yung for the sa Pilipinas, it's OPM.
Oh.
'Di ba?
It's
It's not as catchy nga
primarily,
lang as K-pop.
Oh,
Di ba?
So parang in your take, it's primarily it's a geographical thing. Or it's
Parang
like
it's
it's a societal thing. Kasi
Oo,
we're
pa-
from the Philippines.
Parang ganun. Pero I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Na parang if parang what OPM parang by calling it OPM it makes it special, parang ganun.
Yeah, or I think for some people also kasi I mean so what it stands, it's original Filipino music.
Mhm.
Parang ganun, diba? Original Filipino music, which if you break down, basically you talk in Filipino, yeah, pero that could have been done also in a different country also. Parang I feel like it's kinda it can be misleading, I guess, maybe. In a way.
It may be it's I think at this point parang yung OPM na term hindi masyado na siyang maliit. It's a box that's too small for how Filipino music is now. It's too small na, or hindi na siya dated. Parang,
So when people were using the term parang okay, I'm a band but I don't play pop and they still call me OPM, ayaw ko yun. Like yun yung issue ng mga tao.
parang ganun. Like kunwari, I have a friend, you know, si Earl.
Okay.
Parang he doesn't like being put in the box of he doesn't like to be lumped into the term OPM. Parang it's just music. Parang ano na siya. Parang it's almost like the term OPM has has a certain aesthetic na. It's associated with a certain aesthetic. Na in the case of our friend and in my opinion in the case of us, I'm not sure we fit into that aesthetic anymore.
It's like how pop doesn't mean popular music. Pop is like bubbly.
Aesthetic na siya. Aesthetic na siya.
Like
Hindi na siya-
R&B, like how can what's R&B talaga?
Oo.
Ang daming parang sound.
Oo. Parang ganoon. So parang like it's interesting lang kasi parang it's to sort of digress on the top to digress to something bigger. Parang it's interesting lang na going back to that lecture that I do. It's interesting lang how ngayon the artists today let's say me ako hindi ako magaling magtagalog.
Okay.
Tapos karamihan ng mga songs namin puro English.
Save plastic.
Karamihan ng mga songs namin in English. Tapos our aesthetic is not hindi naman kami yung mga tipong gang. The usual things that you associate with, let's say, indie rock in the Philippines. Are we Filipino?
But can't you just look at it as parang you are a band that's expanding the genre or the sensibilities of OPM?
You can, pero the thing is kasi is that I don't think it's working out that way. Parang I haven't seen everyone, pero what I've seen is like it's sort of like instead of expanding the term OPM, I think people are just going let's do a side. Kumbaga iset aside na natin 'yan. Let's just call ourselves Filipino musicians.
Okay.
Kumbaga nag-evolve siya. It's not a bad thing. OPM
Yeah.
has had its time.
Okay.
And it served its purpose. Pero now, parang okay na. Let's just move on and let's just drink. Parang ganun. Inuman na lang tayo. Let's not.
Cheers.
Huwag na tayo
Go
mga
on,
lang.
go on.
Cheers.
Go on
Cheers.
na lang.
Cheers.
G naman ako dun. Pero
Mhm.
I really don't think it should be something to limit you. Like you said, like even us, we can't describe ourselves with a single genre.
Oh.
You know, so like OPM could be a term to describe Filipino musicians, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a genre. It doesn't have to be a definite label. You know, something to describe maybe.
To be clear, we have no quarrel with the term OPM.
Okay.
Nor do we have quarrel with OPM artists. Just to
Of
be
course.
clear, baka may makanood nito tas pucha.
Sana may
Tangsuan.
makanood nito.
Meron. There's 10 people watching. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Yun. So just to be clear,
Mhm.
wala kaming inaaway dito. We're just having trouble.
Speaking your mind.
lang natin.
Huh?
Dinadissect lang.
Dinadissect lang
Ah,
natin.
okay.
Tapos kung may mahiwa man kami na parte ng katawan ng ito,
Well, it's
Pasensya na.
well you can also like what you're doing right now. You can also express what you think, diba?
Yeah.
You can do a rebuttal maybe in the comments or do another video.
Yeah.
Diba? That's
Discourse lang.
that's ano eh. Free speech is
We'll see you next week.
Regular.
Pero that's a new insight na na yeah, it's something to think about.
It's something to think about. It's a
Food for thought lang naman.
No.
Wala namang, I mean, you take your side, pero gawa lang ng music din. Just continued making.
and it's also and it's also sad na for me it's also sad sa music industry na here. Do you guys know of any like music historian?
Well, yung ibang
May kilala mo nag-archive ng mga nahanap niya online.
Oh.
Because we're not exposed to like the whole of the internet. Pero I know this guy who like constantly looks for local artists.
Yeah.
Tapos parang,
Well, I think there are.
Yeah, sure.
I think there are people kasi I've yung previous bandmate ko is a legit Jeff Rocks.
Okay.
Also he used to play for Pepe Smith.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So he's in that circle with
Okay.
Ano Paul and ano yun, sina Jun Lupito.
Oh.
And dahil dyan, I have met people who have been watching the music industry from since
Since
back
the beginning.
then.
Sure.
Since back then.
Oh.
And yun, isa makikita mo sa post. Tapos yung iba nga ini-invite ko dito. So maybe you can talk about music history.
Yeah.
Pero, kasi nakikita ko yung yung mga post nila, it's very informative.
Oh.
Pero to them, parang oh no, I'm not the guy. Diba?
Oh.
Pero for me, parang if you just talk about this kasi he would let's say magpo-post siya about a specific point in time na ganito nangyari. Say, pumunta dito si Eric Clapton, ganito
Oh.
nangyari, di ba?
Oh.
Mga ganun, di ba?
Oh.
For me, who did not live during that time, that would be very interesting,
Oh.
di ba? And let's say, kung ano yung mga nangyari, how did JDLC, Juan de la Cruz Band,
Oh.
formed, or let's say, Color Thread,
Oh,
alam mo yung
mga
mga
ganun.
ganyan,
Like,
di ba?
kunwari, parang no one's parang I wish there was someone like chronicling, let's say, the rise of Ben and Ben.
Oo, di ba?
Diba? Or yun nga, or parang the dead.
or Juan Carlos, like, ang dami mong makikita parang similar points with I guess like 60s or 70s Filipino music.
Oh.
Parang may mga influence siya.
No.
Kung dinisect mo, I guess.
Talaga? Don't.
Check, like what? Like,
Don't.
General, I think.
Check. Don't.
Yeah.
Check.
Parang mayor ang ginano niya. Anyway.
Yeah. Actually, nga. Very
oh.
mayor nga yun.
I think that's the influence of yun.
Yeah. So, yeah. Parang this is so big.
Oo nga eh. Well, it's like I said, if you have thoughts, if you disagree, that's fine. Diba?
Yeah,
That's
it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine to disagree.
We're just
It's
Democracy.
what we're saying here, besides we're drinking, diba? It's not parang nakasulat sa bato. We're just guys talking. That's how this show goes. And what's important is, alam mo yun, these are insights that are rarely heard
Yeah.
anywhere.
Yeah.
So,
And these are discussions that are rarely
Discussed.
had.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or published.
Or
Like, I can imagine this happening like
Anywhere,
mga
yeah.
inuman.
Oh.
Recorded.
Oo nga eh, 'di ba? Tapos naka-live stream tayo. So that's yun yung goal ng podcast na to. It's to discuss things that ano mo yun, na hindi masyadong napag-uusapan, regardless kung kailangan siya pag-usapan o hindi.
Yeah.
But ano yun?
Knowledge for knowledge's sake.
Yes.
For the sake
Kumbaga
of-
parang insight is insight. Parang like we were discussing earlier, parang if you don't open yourself to other ideas,
Other points of view.
No, diba? It's yun. It's hard to make sense of the world. Or at least get a
another
full picture.
Yeah.
perspective lang.
Sorry, may naisip lang ako bigla.
Okay.
Yung...
Truffle.
Yes.
Back to the truffles.
Have a truffle, man.
Dahil ba vegan siya,
Oh.
does that mean it's less calories or okay ba siya pang diet?
I'm not well, this has sugar. Obviously, di ba? Kasi matamis eh. Pero so
Wala
sugar
siyang
is not di ba? It's not the healthiest ingredient.
It's not healthy.
No. Oh, well, this is comfort food.
Yes.
Pero in terms of calories, hindi ko alam pero the vegans are claiming there's no cholesterol. Calories kasi everything has calories.
Yeah,
eh. Everything has calories. It's
Energy,
energy eh.
calories.
Energy.
Calories.
So definitely this has calories. Pero
No
cholesterol daw, that's what they're saying. I don't-
Hindi kasi gagamit ka ng substitute for fat eh.
No.
Gagamit ka ng fat substitute.
And
May nakita akong recipe pare, vegan chocolate ginamit nila tofu.
Tofu?
Hinaluan ng cocoa.
But chocolate is vegan. Kasi plant yun eh. Cacao is
Technically,
I guess
diba?
parang as a way of making it thicker.
okay.
Kasi to that point too, parang misconception naman ata yung vegan always being healthy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Source
definitely.
lang, it's really just the origin or the source
Yeah.
of but yun nga, it still has calories.
Kasi let's say you get the pasta na vegan, puro ano yun. Kung gluten intolerant ka, 'di ba? Kasi not all vegan food are gluten free. Although there are, 'di ba? So, ano yun? So in moderation din talaga. Kailangan pagpilian mo rin. I have vegan sympathizer. Kasi I'm not fully vegan. Although I eat a lot of vegan food most of the time. Pero I'm not 100% vegan. Pero I understand totally where they're coming from. Kasi I was parang I think until now there are some people, although mas nabawasan significantly, that still makes fun of vegans because they don't understand what they're really all about. And ano siya, like I said kanina, it's more on compassion. At I think baka mang 80% ng mga vegans are into it because of compassion. Kasi if you really look at the horrible practices that's happening in the slaughterhouses, it's really basta hindi ko alam, bato ka kung wala kang mararamdaman. And it's really happening, di ba? And
it's real.
It's unfortunate kasi these slaughterhouses are what feeds the population. We have progressed so much the human race that alam mo yun, if we take out, let's say, farmlands, kumbaga, we can't it basically cannot survive in hunting wild animals anymore. So it's a tough goal, pero I don't know. They're very hopeful kasi may spectrum pa yung mga
Spectrum
vegans
pa siya.
No, kasi
Oh my God.
meron pa kasi just vegans for, let's say, for health or for the environment. Merong mga hardcore vegans talaga.
Sa tipong damit nila vegan.
Oo, well, hindi, that's not even hardcore enough. Ang mga hardcore talaga yung mga animal liberationists. That you're not even allowed to have pets.
Oh, wow.
Kasi kasi animals are not here
to
to serve humans for any reason.
Yeah.
So parang if yun yung mga extreme
Parang may argument like for dogs, like they evolved with humans.
Oo nga eh, di ba?
Domesticate sila eh.
Which I don't know how that'll fit into
paano yun?
liberationism.
Kasi problema ko nga, kasi paano yun, hindi pag pinalaya mo yung dog na, parang chihuahua, dali mo sa wild, mamatay yun.
Yeah.
Simple yun.
Baka kasi like they evolved with humans because of human force outside.
Pero no, medyo symbiotic kasi yung evolution nila.
Okay, yeah, that I don't, yeah.
We fed dogs.
Yeah.
We gave them our scraps. They helped us. Like, they
Gets.
protected us.
Yeah.
May relationship rin.
Yeah.
That's ano eh, parang anong tawag doon? Selective
Natural selection.
evolution yung ano. Selective nga ba? Basta. Nalimutan ko. Pero ganyan, para something like that. Pero yung ibang ano man, yung mga extreme talaga. There are some of them are here in the Philippines, mga tipong who would sabotage yung mga slaughterhouses.
Oh, wow.
Mga ganun, mga tamang
Pucha, terror, ano?
tamang susunugin yung ganun.
Eco-terrorist.
They would
Parang
throw
Okja.
Molotov cocktails. Pero
Then, mas
I know
intense
one,
yung mga-
at least one of those. Pero
Wow.
Parang mas activism na rin. Medyo violent activism.
oo, kumbaga even the guys in PETA, yung kasi makikita
Actually,
mo.
aggressive na nga yung PETA globally.
Oo. Yung iba
Mas intense pa.
yung iba talagang a lot, I don't know if this is accurate, pero a lot of them were already arrested at some point.
Ano na
Because of-
sila? Nagiging eco-terrorist na sila.
Well, hindi naman, yung iba nang naman parang they would just go do public, ano ba, let's say maghuhubad siya dun sa cafe o kaya sa grocery, di ba, sa meat store, pupunta siya doon, nakahubad. Alam mo yun, just gonna make a scene. And, alam mo yun. Mga ganun lang naman yung iba. Although yung iba talaga, you can consider terrorism, di ba? If you're burning down,
If you're burning
diba?
down building, so
Iba
alt
yun.
left. Alt left.
It's ano eh, it's hindi ko na, it's I understand the kung ano yung mga goals and why they're doing it, pero right now it's parang hindi ko makikita, hindi ko alam kung anong solution, 'di ba? Okay, I get it. Parang this needs to stop. Pero parang I don't know, but they're hopeful. they're much more alam mo yun, optimistic than I am. Kasi some of them are claiming it can happen in our lifetime. For me, parang medyo malayo. What are we gonna do
Sorry,
with the
what can
cows?
happen in our lifetime?
Yung total wala ng farms, buong mundo would be vegan. 'Di ba?
Kasama ba sa vegan ang hindi ka kumakain ng insekto?
Oo, kasama. Yung iba pa nga would be parang Jayism eh. Yung
Bacteria, bawal rin kainin.
baga parang hindi mo pwedeng patayin yung lamok.
Gets
Diba?
ka na.
Yung mga
Chinese
ganun.
na yan.
So, may mga ganun. At least, well, I don't know. Yung iba naman would say parang it's the tactic of activists that you would push for the most extreme possible outcome so that if you don't get the most extreme, di ba?
Compromise mo.
Yung compromise mo would be at least okay sa'yo, di ba? Ganon.
Kumbaga sa negosyo, taasan mo na yung singil mo
Oo.
para yung kikitain mo.
That's one of the parang isang, I don't know if it's a tenet, pero I don't know.
Ano to? Sorry, you were saying?
Ano pinag-usapan natin ulit?
Veganism. Tigil mo kasi pagte-text mo. Tigil mo kasi pagte-text mo, pare.
Wala. So,
Uy, may nanonood. Sige.
Oh, wow. Ano oras?
Well, at least 11 people are sticking together.
Tanong
Hi,
kayo.
Ikoy.
Tanong lang kayo, guys, para...
Well, actually,
Ikoy, if you're still watching.
Actually, may nagtanong, kanina din sa OPM.
Oh.
Discussion from Jay Montañez.
Okay.
Jay Montañez.
What's up, Jay?
So-
Shout out to Jay.
Jay,
What's up, Jay? So,
Paradigm shift galore.
Jay says, going with Jonas' logic, what is OPM anyway? Because like going back to even older musicians like Lucrecia Casilag,
Wow.
Celeste Legazpi, and other
Pucha.
songs, are they not considered OPM?
Wow, pucha. History lesson na to.
Oo nga eh.
Of course, ang daming ibig sabihin, ang daming pwedeng spin on the term OPM. That's just why people needlessly fight over it. Ang personal spin ko lang dyan is like, for me, OPM is an aesthetic. So parang, So, I can't describe the aesthetic, pero I can name bands that I would put in that OPM aesthetics, yung mga hotdog, mga sound.
Mhm.
Parang for me, sila yung parang, that's when, I'm not a historian, pero parang feeling ko that's when the term really caught on.
Okay.
Parang ganun. So, pero to yun, parang, so that's the aesthetic. In terms of the value of that aesthetic, na parang, may parang, does it need to be fought for? Does it need to be maintained? Does it need to be thrown away? Wala akong say tungkol doon. I will personally just let the culture take care of that.
Okay.
Magsusulat na ako ng kanta. Parang gano'n. So,
Well, I think later on during our discussion kanina, I think nagkaroon nasagot din yung tanong ni Jay.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for the question.
Yeah. Thanks, Jay.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so look at that. We've been live for 2 hours and 46 minutes.
Check in ko lang din.
Wow.
Stig.
Winner.
Woo! Thank you to everyone who's staying with us. It is 1:41. So shall we do another song and then
Yeah. Let's
before we close?
take this home, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Swallowed by the Whale on the Powerful Komiksman podcast.
Anong song ba?
JAMCAST.
Song pa ba tayo?
May song pa tayo.
There we go.
Naantok na to, Bucha.
Wow, ang laki ng wako.
Teka, ayusin ko lang yung cast.
Wait, hindi yata. Nawala ata to sa...
Okay. Let's fix the cameras. 1:42 a.m. We're still live here at the Powerful Komiksman podcast. JAMCAST with Swallowed by the Whale.
Yeah.
Migs, Jonah, Miko, and Andrew. For you guys.
This last song of ours is called Where Do I Go? This is for anyone who's ever felt that for that feeling of losing your way. And if you are that person, if that's where you are right now, that's sort of where I am right now. This song is for you, and I hope you find comfort in this one. The city's dancing right before my eyes, and all I can think of is sing, sing. A moment of forever, caught up in the cold wet night. Where do I go? Where do I go? Nobody knows. No one really knows. Where do I go? Where do I go? Nobody knows. The memories rush on by, and all I can think of is you, you. For a second I close my eyes, know that you're out there. Everyone's out there, like candles in the night. So where do I go? Where do I go? Nobody knows. No one really knows. Where do I go? Where do I go? Nobody knows. Do we ever really know? go? Where do I 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 go? Nobody knows. Thank you very much.
Ganda, ganda, ang ganda.
Thank you, man.
All right. Woo! So we are 2 hours and 52 minutes in. So
Pinakamahaba na ba?
maybe di pa. Pero well, we can still go on if you're up to it. Parang hindi pa lasing enough si ano. si Mix. Pero
Kaya naman.
again, I'd like to thank you guys. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for all the insights that you have shared tonight. And
Thank you for giving us a stage.
It's very, very fun.
Cheers sa'yo, cheers sa'yo.
cheers,
Cheers, Gerald. Cheers,
No,
cheers, cheers.
one moment.
Cheers,
Ah.
cheers.
Hopefully
Cheers,
I could
cheers,
get to have you back. Spread the word if you have.
Yeah.
The improv guys, man.
Yeah. I'll let them know. I'll let them know.
Just parang ano lang, preview. Parang there are plenty of people that I've been talking to to guest on this show. JAMCAST kasi, or the episodes na where I feature musicians. Pero there are podcasts lang na we're just talking, and I've talked to people na I never thought I would be able to invite. Parang, what the fuck? He said yes!
Yeah.
Parang ganun. Parang di talaga ako makapaniwala. And then, you can check out the library. Like I said, this is the 60-second episode. So,
Happy 60 seconds.
there's a lot of alam mo yun, awesome people from comic book artists. The great Lionel Liu was here. The great Alvin Aguilar was here. An astrophysicist, Filipina, Reyna Reyes was here.
Yeah.
And basta Ramiro Matarov, sino pa ba? Ang dami. The Queen of Philippine Wrestling. Was here too, diba? Crystal and these are very interesting people with very unique insights, and alam mo yun, it's a little, at least for now, it's hindi masyadong napapansin ng audience, which is parang I kind of accepted going in kasi this podcast is been going on for more than a year now, and I knew from the very beginning it's not gonna be ganon parang easy.
Yeah.
I know very well that the Filipinos aren't exactly the podcast consuming bunch.
Yeah.
Diba?
Not yet.
And, not yet.
Not yet.
But we'll get there, and alam mo yun, get all aboard the train before mag-iwanan.
Yeah.
Pero yun. So with guests like these guys, Wild by the Whale and the other artists.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sa mga JAMCAST, Mithi was here. Ramiro Mataro and tao dito. Sino ba? Si Jana Garcia. Jana Garcia. Kung sino pa, check out na lang. So if you haven't seen those episodes, this is a rabbit hole all by itself.
More power to you, man.
Thanks,
More
man.
power.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate
We
that.
need more more people getting into podcasts.
Yes. You said you've been
Recently.
Recently?
Yeah, recently.
You getting into podcasts or
No,
podcasting?
listening to podcasts.
You're
sorry.
listening.
Yeah.
What podcast are you?
Currently the Spotify podcasts lang. Dissect is my favorite one.
Dissect is really good.
About
Dissect
what
is
yun?
my
Hindi ko.
Dissect.
It's dissecting. So per season, it's a certain artist or a certain album.
Okay.
And then
So music
siya, music related. And
okay.
dissecting, I think you like it also kasi
Talaga?
since you're a lyricist yourself,
Mhm.
you like deep diving into certain meanings, and that's exactly what they do.
Oh,
As in,
wow.
as in track per track.
Per track siya, naka per
Ano?
track.
Line per line.
Line per
Line
line,
per
track
line
per
per
track.
track.
Who's the host?
Gawa ata siya ng Spotify
Spotify,
Spotify Studios.
Wow.
In partnership with Vox or something. I don't know. I'm assuming it's something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Ano mga songs na yung mga na-dissect
Album siya eh. So Kanye's one of
For
Kanye's
Beautiful Dark
album. Yeah.
Twisted Fantasy.
Ooh.
Tsaka,
Lauren Hill na pag-usapan
ano
na.
doon yung ano? Miss Education?
Yeah.
Oh,
Her
wow.
one and only album, Miss Education.
Channel Orange. Frank Ocean.
Yeah. Channel Orange and Blonde actually by Frank Ocean.
Oh.
Si
Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar.
Wow.
Lamar.
Okay.
Yeah, so per season, so mga 13 episodes siya per season, tapos per track siyang dinadissect.
Wow. Nakakailang season na?
Probably mga 5 or 6.
Dami na.
Latest si Tyler the Creator.
Great.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
Andrew,
sana there should be more. There should be
You have a lot of podcasts, right?
serial.
Andrew listens to a lot of podcasts while he's driving to La Union while his girlfriend's asleep.
Favorite
He's
pastime.
really
So,
into that
So, ano
stuff.
pinakaiga mo ngayon? Ano pinakaiga mo ngayon?
There's a comedy podcast called Hello from the Magic Tavern. Basta parang siyang,
The hell?
isipin mo parang Lord of the Rings siya, pero improv lahat.
Astig!
Solid.
Comedy siya.
Solid.
Oh,
It's
well.
funny naman.
Oh, well.
Speaking of comedy, may podcast din pala si Ron Burgundy.
Oh!
What? It's Will Ferrell.
It's
talaga.
Will Ferrell
Pero
as
as
Ron
Ron
Burgundy. Tapos as in,
Iba-iba.
one of the episodes he had Deepak Chopra, yeah, RuPaul. As in, sobrang kulit. Ang ganda.
RuPaul.
Actually. Very, very comedic. It's cool. And parang we're starting to consume podcasts internationally.
Oo nga eh.
Sana,
diba? Yeah.
I mean, kasi I'm sure there are more podcasts rin budding from Manila, from the Philippines.
Yeah.
Sana
A lot of the comedians, the local stand-up comedians are coming up with their
sariling
podcasts.
podcasts.
And
Sinasab magalo meron din
Oh yeah, they do also.
oh yun.
Yeah.
Sinasab.
About Sab and Jim.
One local podcast that I would recommend is The Lex Files.
The Lex
The Lex Files. Ano siya? Musings lang siya, musings. Pero basta it's one of the well-made talaga na local podcast from a local
At
podcast.
I also note, I have a few friends also who have podcasts pero sports related naman.
Oo.
Alam mo yung mga, which I think kinda got big rin naman yung parang discussions.
Mhm.
Yung mga parang panel discussions about sports.
Mhm.
About,
Meron din ako dati. Bola Boys podcast. Bola Boys. Check it out. Meron din kami. Pero what's the podcast? Let's give them a shout out.
Shout out to David, fresh off the bench.
Oh, I think I've seen that.
Yeah.
And also to people who are watching that's new to podcast. Meron ng mga podcast na Pinoy and go to Spotify.
Yes.
Just search Pinoy podcast, Filipino podcast, podcast Philippines. Ang dami na doon. I'm sure you can find something that you would like. And just we can start supporting. Of course, we are all influenced by the foreign podcasters. Itong format ko parang Joe Rogan experience talaga.
Solid din yan, Joe Rogan.
Tapos ngayon I'm trying to get a tiny desk vibe with this setup.
Nice. It's really nice, yeah.
Diba? Pero hopefully you enjoyed this episode.
Yeah.
So
Pwede mo mag-shoutout din?
of course.
Mayroon din ako. Shout out to CJ De Silva and Wincy Ong. They have a podcast din called Telebabad Tapes.
Telebabad
Ay,
tapes.
Telebabad
this is
Tapes. Sa Spotify. Ano naman yun? Parang 90s nostalgia. They just talk about 90s nostalgia.
How about you start your own podcast? Any of you guys? You too. Just pin it in for the future.
Actually, yung mga nagbabalak din kami ng friend ko.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Puro musings lang din. Parang, kasi every time that we, shout out to Mikey. Every time na nakikita kami, we always talk about something very
Yun.
deep. So, parang hopefully,
You just slap on the microphone.
yun na yun.
Yun na yun.
Yun na yun at the end of the
Eto, yan. We're gonna, your call if you wanna
to publish it or not.
oh no, or if you wanna have it on video as well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
pwede namang hindi eh.
Yeah.
Pwedeng, oo, di ba?
Yeah.
Yun.
Absolutely.
So, there!
Yeah.
Yun! Maraming
Yeah.
salamat. Swallowed by the whale.
Thank you again.
Thank you, Gerald. Thank you.
Thank you.
Migs, Jonah, Miko, and Andrew. What's up? Eto, teka, last. Ano lang tayo? Group shot. So, to everybody who's still watching, all 6 of you, maraming salamat.
Thank you.
Powerful
Thank
Komiksman
you.
Podcast!
Thank you.
Shoutout sa mga insomniac.
Pareho tayo.
Shout out to